We're ending on a high note.
I'm a professional.
Hello, and welcome to Versus Live. I'm Ross Merriam.
I'm Corey Baumeister. Hi.
And we have Rob in the booth. Say that wasn't my fault, Rob.
That wasn't my fault, Rob.
Rob, it was your fault. We're over here.
Yeah,
We were watching.
Come on, dude.
Rob will be taking all of your questions, comments, concerns, and burns if you can figure out how to do the job he's been doing for the last many years.
We're letting it all out
You
today.
wouldn't know it, but
Better late than never,
We're
Rob.
letting it all out today.
Make sure to tag at Star City Games in the chat so he can see your comments and send his favorites over to us.
I mean, one last time. Everyone that's lurking there, you know, if you've never sent in a question or comment, there's the last chance to do it.
Last opportunity.
Yeah.
If you only had one shot.
One opportunity. Just seize every comment that you've ever wanted, you know?
or
Did
they
you
can
capture
just
it?
at you on Twitter.
Yeah. Or you can just private message Ross Merriam. He loves it. And he'll send his favorite comments over to me. Actually, I have Ross muted, so it's fine, you know?
If only you could mute me in real life.
I know. Well, I mean, after today, you're slightly more muted.
I know where you live.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to see you at noon too often after this, I must say.
You certainly
too
won't see
early.
me before noon.
Yeah, that's too early. Too early.
This is our final episode of Versus Live, and as we have been doing for our last several shows, we are looking back on some of Corey and my favorite decks that we've played over the course of our careers thus far.
Yep.
We are culminating today with some decks that we played in PTQs and Pro Tours, so really getting, with the PTQs, getting to the beginnings of our careers.
Yeah.
And having some fun there, waxing nostalgic, and then we're ending with the PT match, right?
We're ending with our match that we were actually on. We were on a Pro Tour testing team for exactly one Pro Tour.
We've talked about this many times.
Yeah, and we played we played different decks there, so we figured we'd end where we were actually pros together for one weekend.
So,
Pros and immature children as well, all in a house in Wisconsin, but...
yeah, we'll leave that one right there.
Yes, that sounds good.
We're going to be starting with a deck that I won a PTQ with. This would have been right before New Year's in 2012.
This is your first one?
That was my second PTQ win.
Okay,
my first one was limited.
Okay, yep.
Yeah,
Yep,
I won a
sounds about
Scars of limited, Scars of Mirrodin limited PTQ in Boston.
Okay.
To qualify for Pro Tour Paris, actually. The Callblade Pro Tour was my first one.
Oh, cool.
Which you were also at, because I gave you a token in the fefeature match area.
I do
while you were
remember
playing
that.
the Grand Prix.
I do remember that, and I scrubbed out with Cobblade. That was an embarrassing moment of my career.
Yeah. I played the Teamer, Inferno Titan Lotus Cobra deck, which was pretty good in that tournament and did reasonably well. My list was bad, and I played against Coldotha Red twice, which was not fun. My round one, because back then we started with Constructed.
Yeah.
I played against Coldotha Red, and it was 55-minute rounds. I looked up after I was done losing 2-0, and there was over 50 minutes left.
Wow. Impressive.
Yeah. It was the nightmare matchup, and that deck was horrible, but crushed me.
Yeah.
So, whatever.
Cobblade wanted to play that, that's for sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you were much better against aggressive decks.
Yeah.
But this is my second PTQ win. And really, those are the only two I won under the old style PTQs. I won
Just
another one.
Show up, win a Pro Tour invite type ones. Yeah.
So, a few years ago when they were doing those single elim PTQs essentially at GPs, I won one of those with humans. But under that old, the classic style of PTQs, I only ever won two.
Yeah.
And this was the second one.
Same. I won the one we're going to see when I was a child in round 2, and then I won a limited one. You'd be proud of me.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was whatever limited where Archangel Avacyn was a card, because I had that. And I had...
Shadows over Innistrad.
Yeah, and I had Liliana of the Last Hope in my sealed deck. And then in the top 8 draft, I drafted some blue-white deck. And it was the first one, I got the 3-mana Thalia. Then it was Thalia's Lieutenant. I just had 3 bomb white rares that I opened in each pack. And I'm like, oh, okay, I actually have a chance to win this one.
White is open in your seat, too.
Exactly, yeah.
Everything just easy peasy.
That's what I need to win a limited event, is the stars have to align. Because I think I played, every limited GP before a Pro Tour for 5 years, and my best was 16th place, and I was losing my mind. I was so excited. I'm like, yes! I didn't let you down, Mom.
Yeah. So this PTQ was actually in the relatively early days of Modern. Modern was a little over a year old. We'd had one PTQ season that was Modern the year before. So this is the second Modern PTQ season. So the format is starting to take some shape. you know, Wild Nicottle got banned because that was clearly too good. Didn't allow that.
Too busted.
Yeah, they got rid of...
I have Deathrite Shaman in my deck, right? And that one made the cut?
Yeah, that one was allowed.
Cool,
so
cool.
This is actually only a couple months after that Deathrite Shaman was printed.
Okay,
So this is about 2 months after Deathrite entered the format.
Sure.
But it's still after that Pro Tour where...
And you had Birthing Pod in your deck still. That made the bands, but Wild Nicottle.
Yeah, Wild Nicottle too strong.
That makes sense.
So I remember, you know... trying to figure out a deck for this, and I was early in the format, so I wanted to try to metagame a little bit. I thought, you know, people are still trying out new things. And my initial inclination was to try to play Storm. Matthias Hunt had brewed a version they did pretty well at a Grand Prix with, playing Epic Experiment, which is also new from Return to Ravnica.
Okay.
And I built that deck and tested with it a bit and didn't like it. It ended up not being particularly good. There were better Storm builds that came out later. And then I saw Kiki Pod that Arilax had done well with in Grand Prix Toronto, and made like 4 changes to the deck. Played it, and
probably made the deck worse, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that I've been playing Magic for almost. I've had a DCI card for almost 20 years.
Okay.
I got it in May of 2003. And I'd been playing FNMs for 2 years before then almost.
This is my kind of deck. Like, this really looks like. Sorry to interrupt you, but this kind of looks like the copycat. Kind of style of deck. Like, yeah, this is nice.
So I've played a lot of Magic tournaments.
Yeah.
There is not a single Magic tournament where I ran better than this one.
Okay.
I started Corey keeping actually during this tournament just to like see what would happen.
Yeah.
And I was winning. I actually I lost the first game I played to some sort of like weird Boros deck, like a prison style deck. And, then I did not lose another game until it was an 8-round PTQ.
Yeah.
I lost the second game of round 6.
Wow.
So I'm 5-0 playing for the double draw, playing to get there, and I'm up a game. I lost game 2 to burn, then won game 3. So I'm undefeated in the Swiss, losing 2 games.
Okay.
And then I went 3-0, 6-0 in the top 8.
And it was because you stopped mulliganing, right? You finally played like me? So, can I get you on the record here? I think I got a mic back here. We can amplify this.
I can tell you...
Are you saying Corey Keeps are finally correct?
No. I can tell you with absolute certainty that I only mulliganed 2 times in the entire tournament.
Okay.
They were both in the same game. I mulliganed 5 once. This was against... it was in the top 4, so I knew my opponent was playing Scapeshift.
Okay.
And I mulliganed to 5, but my opponent mulliganed to 4. So I'm still up a card.
Wow.
This is back in the old days where you just drew 5 and that was your hand.
Yeah.
My 5-card hand was 3 lands, Noble Hierarch, and the one of Aven Mind Sensor that I had put in the deck. Ari didn't main deck a Mind Sensor.
And you thought this was just going to be bad and it blew them out?
Yeah, well, so they're playing Scapeshift, so I'm like, this is perfect. I have my Silver Bullet.
Oh, sure.
My first draw step of the game was Pod. And my opponent played turn 2 Tribe Elder and then passed the turn because you were just used to end stepping it.
So used to it, yeah.
And that let me untap, play my second
And you had
land.
a Noble Hierarch, so I mean, realistically, it's still correct because you could have attacked, they could have blocked sacked,
But instead, I untap, play my second land, pass. They end step, sacrifice Tribe Elder. I mind responses.
Responses.
They're already on a mull to 4,
and they bricked.
And they bricked, and then I untapped and just potted the Mind Sensor into Glenelender Archmage, and they could just never win.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, honestly, you can just say it, that it's finally correct to not mulligan anymore. Yeah. It's the last show. You can break the 4th wall, I
played 20 games in that PTQ. I went 18-2.
Wow. Okay, nice work.
Never played the deck again.
Love it. Yeah, what's with you and winning with decks and giving them up, huh? So
I didn't play Modern for another 6 months, and things have changed a ton.
That's true.
I won this was the first or second weekend of the PTQ season.
Wow. I didn't think that I was much older of a player when it came to Magic, but we're going to be getting to my PTQ win next, and I played Extended. Anyone know what that is? Anyone in chat ever heard of Extended?
This is the format that Modern replaced.
Exactly, yeah. So we'll get to that a little later, but the deck I'm going to be playing is just a 4-color, mid-range style deck. You get to play Bloodbraid Elf, Deathrite Shaman. My deck is sweet, too.
So
it looks powerful.
I looked for the results of this PTQ, and they were not up. There is a page
it's too old.
There's an entire page of results from that PTQ season.
Yeah.
WotC used to have a dedicated webpage each PTQ season, and you could go and check, and tournament organizers would have to send them in. I guess the tournament organizer for this one didn't send them in.
Yeah.
And so
So were you even at the Pro Tour?
I 9-7 to that Pro Tour. I lost my cash to Stan Sifka.
Okay.
Playing RTR block constructed.
Some noob, right? Yeah.
So I couldn't find any results from the PTQ. So the list Corey's playing is actually Willie Edel's winning list from Grand Prix Toronto, which was about 2 weeks before this PTQ.
Cool.
And this is this was his version of Jund. Even though it's 4 colors, with Deathrat Shaman around, Jund got really popular. It was so good in the deck. And the Jund mirrors at the time were very grindy. There weren't really big trump threats.
Yeah.
And so what people were doing was splashing white for Lingering Souls.
Yeah.
And so Willie tried to, go a step further.
Just because it takes down 2 Bloodbraid Elves, basically, right?
Yeah. It's just impossible to trade at for value.
Yeah.
And so Willie played 2 copies of Thunder Mahulkite in his deck. And some Lotus Cobras to ramp to them to blow up other people's Lingering Souls.
Sweet.
Had Souls himself, too, and Cobra helps color fix and do some cool stuff. So, yeah, very unique take on Jund with not only the White Splash, but also tech to beat other people's White Splash.
Yeah, this looks like a deck that, usually the power creep is so drastic that you look back at modern decks in the past and, there's some exceptions, Summer Bloom style decks that were just completely busted. You're like, of course, those would be competitive. But this is a fair deck that I think would probably still be somewhat competitive.
Deathrat Shaman is pretty busted.
Yeah, exactly.
I imagine they would build it so you could play Luris as a companion. But
Yeah. I'm saying just this deck. If you put it into the modern queues right now, you'd probably be able to fight up against some of the stuff they're doing because this deck looks good. So
And Lotus Gerber is going to be good in this matchup because I don't have a lot of removal, and you want to get onto the battlefield and have mana to start interacting with me. So we'll see how it goes.
Sounds great. One question from you to start before we get it going, and we gotta chat.
One comment and then a question.
Okay.
Tana would like you to know that you're not that old. He played Type 2 with dual lands.
Type 2. Okay, that's fair.
Type 2 with dual lands.
Wow. Okay. Well, Tannen, you are an old man, so thank you for making us feel a little bit better, buddy. We love you.
You also know he's old because he called it Type 2.
Yes.
Do you know when that stopped being a thing? 2005.
Really?
That's when they officially made Legacy a supported format. It was before it was called Type 1.5.
Okay.
And Extended was Type 1.x because it rotated.
Yeah.
And then Type 2 and Type 1. Initially, it was just Type 1 and Type 2, but they added the other 2 later on. Legacy was sort of a fan-driven format for a while that was supposed to be more accessible than Vintage or Type 1, and so then they gave them all names and made them all supported formats, and that's where we got the name Standard, Extended, Legacy, and Vintage.
That makes sense.
That happened in 2005.
I never played that, and I was not even like an extended player before this PTQ that we're going to talk about in round 2. I played Standard and Limited. That's it.
That was also when they before they hadn't allowed Portal or Starter cards as tournament legal, and they made them tournament legal starting in 2005.
Okay.
So Grim Tutor shot up in value then because that was a starter card. And
I was 13, so I was playing, but I was still shuffling up 85 card decks before Yorin was cool, All right, what's your question, Rob?
Mick MTG wants to know, what's your favorite Planeswalkers of all time?
Favorite Planeswalkers? Domri Raid?
Yeah.
I would say probably Saheeli Rai is one of my favorites. But just Planeswalkers on their own was probably Jace Beleren. I loved me a Jace Beleren.
OG Jace.
Yeah.
I liked back in the old Legend Rule days when people would have Jace the Mind Sculptor out, and I would cast Sun Titan and return my Jace Beleren and kill their Jace.
Yes. Oh, yeah. That's dating us as well. Or I remember casting Mistbind Click with damage on the stack to my Stutter Sprite on their 1/1, so I'd kill their 1/1 and then tap their lands because they didn't play stuff. So they didn't play stuff pre-combat, and they're like, oh, what have I done? All right, so let's do some battle in here. I had the marbles. Oh, and also a marble update. We're playing for these marbles. I'm up a show 4-3. Ross started 3-0. I've won the last 4. If we tie, we got to split them up. But if I win, these are going in my stream room. Oh, and I want them. I want them. I want to put a picture of you, and I want to Photoshop you crying, so it's like Ross's tears in a container. Would you like that? Okay. I've cried enough.
I'll keep my end.
Well, this is kind of loose, but I can't say no to these cards, so I'm in.
I'll go to 18 and play Noble Heart.
You would. Okay.
Pass turn.
18. Oh. Yeah, that's probably good. I'm going to crack this Marsh Flats, and I guess I have to actually pay attention to what kind of duels I get, huh?
Let's get a Swamp.
Yeah, I think I want this. Yeah, let's do that, and Bolt the Bird. 17, pass to you.
I'll play a tapped Hallowed Fountain.
Also, Tannen pointing out, if Ross wins, he can have him in his stream. Oh, wait.
Oh, wait. Hey, that's coming soon, y'all. I think there's an actual soon timer on it. Are we actually ticking down? Is there a date yet, or?
I mean, I picked up my computer today.
Oh, and it's working?
No, it's not fixed yet. I have to do it myself.
Oh, no. Okay, then back to soon, for sure. For sure, back to soon. You got the veil? Well, that is Ecstatic Caster for my Lingering Souls is not ideal. But you don't have red mana. Your hand is not that good.
It's better with the Noble Hierarch.
It does seem... This can tap me down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Would you be mad if I told you I top-decked that Lightning Bolt? Alright, I think I'm still gonna, I guess, take a combo piece and hope you don't draw a mountain, and I'll pass to you.
I'll play Gavany Township and pass.
Okay. Alright, well, I could play... this Lingering Souls, it's free for now, or I can play this Tarmogoyf I just drew. I think that's better, and I'll go like this, and I'll pass to you.
You got a Tarmo die over here.
Oh, Rob, you forgot the Tarmo die.
I'm looking at land, instant, sorcerer, creature.
Yeah.
Usual suspects.
The usual suspects. Hey, I'm one of them. I can't blame them now. There's nothing but fine gentlemen that work that show.
I'll play Forest and this very awkward bird that I wish I'd drawn last turn.
Yep, that's fair.
That's the turn. I think that's better than just playing a Restoration Angel that still doesn't check this Goyf.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. And I think it's a pretty clear choice what I want to be doing here. I'm going to get a land and play Bloodbraid.
Oh, now I wish I had left up Resto.
Yeah.
Guess I shouldn't.
I would not attacked into it, I guess, but...
I'm so used to not having to think about Bloodbraid Elf.
Yeah. I think I'm safe just getting... I guess if I top deck red, I need Thundermaw.
He's at 16, potentially less. I'm at 18.
Yeah, I suppose I can kind of just go less in case I get it. So yeah, whatever. Yeah, let me see my hand. Nah, I'll just get a swamp.
Okay, so 16 to 18.
Swamp. Okay, and then I'm going to cascade into the best Magic card you've ever seen. Would you like to cut? Wow, cutting on the final day. We don't cut here. All right, so cascade. Goyf. Bang.
I'm at 11.
All right, past you. Oh, man, I forgot how good Bloodbraid Elf was. Wild Mikado got cut, but Bloodbraid Elf was fine, huh? That's what we're doing? It's the final countdown. Should I try to get us a DMC strike here on our last day, Rob? No? That song's been going through my head all day, I'll tell you that, chat.
3 in hand?
3 in hand. All busted. And one of them is definitely not Lingering Souls, like I've told you. Just a main deck, is it Static Caster, huh? You must have top decked Birthing Pod to be thinking this much. Or you've fallen asleep at the wheel. Yeah, I really want these marbles. So this show, I'm coming for Bloodbraid Elf.
This is very annoying.
I mean, if the final versus live is supposed to be annoying. For you. That's what I've always envisioned it.
Pass the turn.
Okay, leaving up the old Arresto. Let's go with Bloodbraid Elf. Cascade. Boink, boink. Bolt. If I bolt birds, you just blink it. See, I'll bolt you.
I go to 8.
Yep. Declare attacks.
Yep.
For sure these. Just wondering if I want to attack with Bloodbraids. Block one. I think you're kind of forced to block. If I attack with both, you're forced to chump with that. If you don't, you're still forced to chump. right? So I guess these don't actually do anything as far as attacking goes this turn. So, because you have to block one of them, so you lose one of your creatures. If I attack with these, you get to eat one and then just go to one. So yeah, just the Tarmogoyfs.
Block one and blink it.
Oh yeah.
I'm a 4.
Okay, that was stupid. Pass to you.
I agree. Yeah, now I have outs.
Am I dead?
Well, not necessarily.
Okay. Oh, I guess, yeah, you need, Yeah, okay, bad attack. It's the first mistake I've ever made on Versus Live. I just saved it till the end, you know? Right, chat? Rubble.
Okay, go to 6.
Okay.
You're up.
Go to 6. Draw. Okay, so if I put this up there, you can block 3, take 6, die unless you have something. Okay, here they come.
Okay, I'm dead.
Okay, I had a bolt too. Nice little draw. Yeah, probably should have attacked with those Bloodbraid Elves. Guess you'd have one less bird, but you'd kill a Bloodbraid. Yeah, that's probably still better for you.
And I'd be at 1.
Yeah, and then you'd go up to 3, and then I'd have Lightning Bolt. You know what? I had to get one mistake out of the way to start the show. So, what do you want to do? You want to do pre's or?
Let's do another pre-board.
Okay. We will do a couple pre's for each match.
I think we've pretty well established that neither of us remembers how to sideboard in 10-year-old matches.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So we'll do 2 pre, and then we'll go to post-board. But do we got any questions from you, the lovely studio audience? One last time.
Yeah, we had some more. So day 1 wanted to know, what are some of your favorite cards you would consider well designed?
Well-designed Magic cards. I don't know. You got any that stick out in your mind right away?
I think Resto is a pretty cool one.
Yeah. That one.
I like Vendilion Clique, but that's mainly because it just does so many little things.
Yeah.
And I like cards like that are tactically flexible.
Yeah, same with like Gonti for me. Like those style cards have always been my favorite that change the game in some way. The replayability is always there. You know, Atris is another one for that kind of reason. I like playing off your opponent's deck, you know? Regovan's maybe pushing it a little bit because it's a 1-drop and it snowballs so much, but, I like bad Planeswalkers. I think they're really well designed. You know, the ones that have, like, niche roles, like Tezzeret's in Artifact decks, like, the ones that are just like Chandra, Torch of Defiance, those aren't well designed to me. They're just too good, you know?
That are just pushed.
Yeah, Nissa, the 3-mana Nissa, I love that one.
Wildspeaker.
Yeah.
As far as Planeswalkers
That's
go.
the untap 2 lands.
Yeah, make a 3/3 and overrun.
So that was actually my first tournament win ever, was with that card. And it was States in 2006. And I played the Kavu Predator, Fiery Justice, and then Garrick just got printed. So I tried that, and I was like, you know what, I'll play like
2007.
2007, then maybe, it was for States. And I remember I was so nervous going to the finals, playing against the store end boss. It was like 3 hours away. It was from Bismarck to Fargo. And I was so nervous, I asked that we not have any viewers watch our match. And I'll never forget what the dude says. He was just like, yeah, man, you're going to have to get used to people watching your matchups here at some point in your career. So, no, they're going to watch. And I was like, I'm just like shaking. And I just destroy him. It was awesome. It was awesome. Okay, let's battle. You go first.
I will keep my hand.
Yeah, I guess I'll try it.
Go with the Burn Willows. You can gain 1. Play Noble.
Okay.
You're 21.
I played that card as well. All right. Draw. I'm going to start with a Inquisition.
You want my other mana creature or a wall?
That's a good question. I will take the wall, I think, and I'll pass to you.
I'll take 2, play Solid Pride Mage and Bird.
Okay.
So I'm at 19, or I'm at 18.
Okay. And I gain a life? Not this time?
No, because I can tap it for colorless. Use green. Oh no, because this is.
I was gonna say I was thinking much colorless here.
Yeah, so you get another. You're 22.
Right, 22.
22 to 18. Yeah.
All right.
I was still thinking with the wall.
No problem. I will Thoughtseize you. I guess you need specifically red mana to get Kiki. Otherwise, gain control and untap it. Should probably know which one of these I should be taking, but I did not play it this time. They're both haste threats. Both the same level of easiness to kill. I'm going to look at the top of your library first and see, and then make my decision, okay? I guess just because Kiki's harder to cast, I'm going to take Zealous Constrip. I'm going to go to 20, then I'll play this Raging Ravine, and I'll pass to you.
It's a good draw.
Uh-oh.
Attack you for 4. Double Exalted.
Yep. 16.
You get 16?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to go to 14 and pot away the Pride Mage.
Oh my god, you're lucky. You're so lucky.
Let's get a Kitchen Finks. Go back up to 16.
Okay.
You're up.
Rude. Okay, well, I will fetch and only take 1. Get that out of there. Guess, do I have a plains in this deck? Probably not. Doesn't seem like a land I would have. So I'll get this. And then I'll pass
mad
to
at
you.
me for drawing one of my 4 pods. Has his only answer to it.
Is that my only one? Yeah, that would make sense.
I'm pretty sure they usually, maybe when the Souls era, they played a second.
Well, I had a much dirtier sequence lined up if you just didn't do anything.
Was not printed yet, and Abrupt Decay doesn't target pod because it's mana value 4.
Yep. Okay, I'll pass to you. I'm still afraid.
I'll take 2.
Jesus!
Go to 14.
Okay.
Give you a life. You go to 17.
Yep.
Play Kiki Jiki.
Okay.
And copy the Finks, gain 2, and attack you for 6.
11, you go to 16?
Yeah, 11 to 16, you're up.
I'm dead. Your turn. Stop it!
I'll play a pod.
Oh my god! I'm dead, huh?
I just get Restoration Angel, and if you don't have a removal spell, you're dead.
I do not. I had a plan. I was like, I wanted to take all your stuff, leave you with Bird, Thundermaw you, and hope that I strangle you on mana with a Kiki in your hand. Not drop Birthing Pod, red mana into Birthing Pod. Come on, this is supposed to be a day where you continue your unluckiness, and I coast away into the sunset with your marbles.
What did I tell you was the story from the PTQ? I lost the first game I played, and then ran hotter than the sun.
So we'll be switching to round number 2 here. We'll be switching to match 2 here. No, just kidding. We're going to head to sideboarding and see if we remember how to sideboard in a matchup that's from, well...
2012.
2012, and I was not playing Modern at the time, so all right, we'll see you soon. All right, everybody, welcome back to sideboarding here on Versus Live between 4-color midrange and Kiki Pod. From my end, just taking out Thunderball, Hellkite, Lingering Souls, and Dismember. I'm bringing in better removal spells for what you got going on, so I don't have to deal myself a lot of damage. Maybe this is wrong. This is the one that I could see just being wrong, because Dismember, you know, in a black deck is already pretty good, and you can just play it for 3 if you want, or having the flexibility to cast it for 1, but I'm taking it out anyways, because I have no idea. These balls seemed a little underpowered. Killing your birds on, you know, that late in the game doesn't seem ideal. Plus, I have Dark Confidant in the deck, so flipping over that is a liability. Bringing in Dark Glass seems excellent.
Coward.
I know.
In my day, we used to play Greater Gargadon in our Dark Confidant decks.
Oh, I remember that. Those Rakdos mirrors.
Rakdos 10.
Yes, I remember you took the draw in that matchup because it was correct. Yeah, that was one of the last mirror matches I remember that was technically correct. Bringing in Rakdos Charm because I can either kill you when you combo off if you make too many creatures, which you probably won't do now that it's face up, but can also just destroy Birthing Pod, which is definitely a decent little split card.
These were the cards that people had to resort to destroy Birthing Pod in 2012.
Yeah, that's fair. Now we got, what, shenanigans? You can just keep destroying them or
didn't have a Braid or K command.
Yeah, that's fair.
No Force of Vigors. And
all this free stuff. Then bringing in the one Grim Lavamancer seems excellent against you. Probably not a lot of removal outside of Pass. And then one more Pulse also seems great. I'm going to be the control deck here and then try to beat you down with Blood Braids.
And on my side, just bringing in some removal so I can keep the pressure off me. You saw that problem in game 1. Cutting some of the weaker singletons in the deck. Pride Mage has no targets. Mind Sensor doesn't get anything other than fetch lands. Also, if you left in Thundermaw, would be a liability there. Linvala shuts down Deathrat Shaman, but much like Corey saying with destroying birds on turn 5 with Thundermaw, not that great. Shutting down Deathrat Shaman temporarily on turn 4, it's already done. Most of what it's going to do. Normally in this matchup, I would bring in an Obstinate Baloth, but Willie was not playing Liliana of the Veil because of the popularity of Lingering Souls. It made Liliana pretty weak.
Yeah, it's probably the Thundermaw Hellkite slot. That probably
and
just
the
turned
Cobras.
into that.
So two
and
of
the
each.
Cobras. Yeah, I'd like to just draw Deathrite Shaman. I don't think I've ever cast the card, except maybe on Versus here and there if we played some kind of flashback show back in the day or something like that. Doesn't sound like us, though. We avoid nostalgia at all costs.
Yeah, we're very forward-thinking people, really progressive, hip.
Exactly.
We know what the kids are into these days.
Exactly. Skateboarding.
With their Walkmans and their hippity hoppities.
Yeah, exactly. We know what's up, fellow kids out there.
How do you do, fellow children?
Evidenced by Ross missing all the questions in the pop culture categories in Jeopardy.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I remember watching College Jeopardy when I was like a teenager in high school. I was like, College Jeopardy is so easy. And now I'm just like, who is that? What is that name you just said?
That's not even a real word.
I know what all those words mean, but in that order, they make no sense.
Is there a $sign in that name? All right, you got any questions out there, Rob?
So of all the preview seasons you've done on Versus Live, what was your favorite one to brew in?
God, it was the one with Garrick for me. I made some Abzan pile. That was like my favorite. I got it. It was the one before
the
Throne.
6-mana Garrick?
Yeah. It was the one before Throne. I remember having a lot of fun because there was a lot of mid-rangey cards.
Yeah, we didn't play a lot with Edgewall Innkeeper during their previous season.
No, I'm saying it was the one before Throne, I think. Or maybe that is
That would have been a core set.
Yeah. I can't remember. They were all pretty fun early on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know my favorite was Ikoria. Because I got to clown you with Luminous Broodmoth over and over again.
And then it became
then it was
completely unplayable.
unplayable.
Yes. Yeah, there were some fun ones. I do miss previous season shows. They were pretty fun.
I also,
tough to brew, but
I was playing Luca and doing combo-y things with it.
Yeah.
Of course, I was doing very different things that ended up being good.
Yeah, you were pretty close to that Luca deck, to be honest. Yeah.
But I definitely called Luca being a just 5-mana transmogrify.
Yes, and that's exactly what it was, and it made a very broken deck. So, all right, I get to go first. Oh, God. I don't know. Is this a fitting Corey keep, I guess, to start the day? Yep, yellow. I'll keep. Okay. I will take 2. I have a Deathrite Shaman. Pass to you.
I gotta give him mana. I'm gonna take 3. I'm going to get a Temple Garden.
Okay. Done.
Yep.
Okay, I will sack Marsh Flats, go to 17. And let's go with get an Overgrown 2.
Let's go into 15.
Yep, we'll go to 15.
I assume Corey drew that Marsh Flats, and now his hand is completely perfect.
No. But I will play these things, and I'll exile your land, and I'll pass to you.
So we got a 1-2 Tarmogoyf.
1-2 Goyf.
Okay.
A lot of 1-2s.
Let's play Gavany Township, Wall of Roots.
Okay.
Put a counter on Wall of Roots, and then play Wall of Omens.
Ooh, all the walls.
And then pass the turn.
Okay. Okay, well, that wasn't bad. I will... I'll sack Marsh Flats.
Going to 14.
Yep. I've drawn out of it a little bit, but my hand is still kind of bad. Okay, I guess I do not have another basic in here. Okay, sorry, I already shuffled, so I'll just get a duel. Don't need black-white mana anymore, so no point in getting that. That's that, or Temple Garden. I feel like I gotta have one other Jundi duel.
Well, yeah, you can't get Stomping Ground.
Yeah, good point.
There's probably a white dual land.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is I don't need white mana, so I was trying to see if there was any non-white duel, but whatever.
Okay, go to 12.
6... 12?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shock 3 times and fetch twice.
All right. And then I will get rid of one of these for a Bloodbraid Elf. All right. Flip. Maelstrom Pulse, huh? I think I probably just want to get rid of your wall. And, yeah, here they come.
I'll block the Bloodbraid Elf and take 4.
Okay.
Brings me to 13.
Yep. 13 to 12?
Yep.
Okay, pass to you. Well, let's draw develop decently. Because it was not a good keep, if you can believe it.
I will play a Grove.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
Okay, easily could be a Restoration Angel. Draw. All right, I will declare attacks with these two. Leave back the Death Rights.
So the attack with Bloodbraid Elf means that Corey definitely has a removal spell, but I'm not doing anything else. So yeah, before blocks, I'll play Resto. Go to Blink Wall.
Yep, go ahead.
Draw a card.
Yep.
And I'd like to block.
Go ahead.
Wall here, Resto here. Oh, we have no instant, right?
No instant. Nope.
So you're letting me block. That is strange. I guess you're just going to go Bolt and then Blue's Bloodbraid Elf, and I lose the wall too. I'm just going to block there.
Close. Dark Blast.
Okay. So now these trade.
Yep. Oh, yeah, that does still die, doesn't it? Okay.
And
yeah, I still want to do that, I think.
So I go to 9.
Yep. You go to 9, and then I will play a Swamp, and I'll pass to you.
You have 1 card in hand?
1 card, yep.
Okay. I'm going to play Rugged Prairie, make 2 red, have you gain a life, and play a Kiki Jiki.
Kiki Jiki, huh?
So you're at 13.
I'm at 13 and you're at 9, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then I will go to my end step and make a wall.
Okay.
Draw a card.
So yeah, you got a Benny somewhere here. Whatever. Here you go. You got a copy of a wall. End step, I will exile. Guess I don't really want to exile instants that much.
Just exile a creature and gain a little life.
Yeah, but I want to try to kill you. So I guess does Bolt kill me? So Bolt would kill you if I top deck, because I get rid of 2 instants and sorceries, Bolt you, and then exile, and then you're dead. I do not have Bolt, but that I think is probably what I should try to play towards. But I guess I can...
Yeah, I'm sort of getting a free block anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not like shrinking the Goyf is...
Yeah, and there's also some kind of thought that I exile 1, dredge, kill that. Now, if you were at 8, maybe that would be more viable. So, yeah, I will exile Maelstrom Pulse.
Okay, I go to 7.
Yep. And then it's just a question, do I want to exile the other one or just, you know, gain life to start. I think I can just gain life to start. Get rid of one of yours.
You go to 15.
Yep. Come on, lightning bolt. That's not ideal. So I will play a land and I'll attack.
Block here, block there. Take 1.
Yep, put you to 6.
Yep.
And then I'll pass to you.
Okay, got another Grove.
Okay. These decks are fun, though. This seemed like a pretty cool modern. Kind of degenerate, I imagine, but... Grove seems like a great land in this deck when you just infinite combo.
Restoration Angel.
Okay.
Blink the wall.
Sure. I'm dead.
I figured if Corey had the removal spell, he wouldn't have let me on tap with the Kiki Jiki.
Yeah.
So like I could have gone like pod away the wall, get kitchen finks so you can't kill me with a bolt, make another finks to block, you know, and then
Bless you.
excuse me, next turn pod the finks into Glenelender Archmage to protect
it. Yeah.
But then if you just draw the removal spell on your turn, you're going to kill the Kiki anyway.
Yeah.
I did have a replacement Kiki, but it could, you know, things could go south.
Could go south. Well, let's stretch this one to best out of 5 because our next match is going to be quick either way, that's for sure. But yeah, this matchup's pretty cool. I kept an opener of 5 land, 2 Deathrite Shamans with some fetch lands, so... honestly, it's pretty best possible. I do Goyf into Bloodbraid.
Yeah.
It was pretty strong, and then I bricked on lands, but honestly, you can't really expect too much more with a 5-lander to start.
Bloodbraid hit a removal spell, which was good.
Yeah, exactly. And it fed the fire for Goyf, plus then, fed the Deathrite Shaman.
And then you drew a Dark Blast.
Yeah, and then I drew a Dark Blast.
Probably would have been better as a Dismember.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Maybe I should be just... Dark Blast maybe is a little low impact, huh?
I do think it's good. Like, I have a lot of... I have all the 1 toughness mana creatures, and the next mana intensive. Like killing my mana creatures is quite good.
I'm going to take out 1 hand disruption spell for one of them because I'm a coward, but... All right. And I think removal is better on the play. Hand disruption's a little better on the draw. At least at this time. Now I think that shifted a little bit where every hand disruption on the draw is sometimes just too bad because there's so many great 1-drops. But it used to be when you draw that extra card and you deny an extra resource for them when they're on the play, and if they stumble at all, these mid-range things are decided by that sometimes, So that was nice. All right, I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay. All right, this one's a nice one. I'll keep.
I'll keep as well.
Grim Lavamancer, pass.
I will go to 18 and play Noble Hierarch.
Okay.
Pass. Hopefully Corey doesn't have fetch land discard spell.
Upkeep, Dark Blast, Dredge.
Okay.
Feed the fire a little bit. I'll play land and I'll attack.
I will go to 17.
Pass to you.
I will play a Misty Rainforest and pass the turn.
Okay. Draw. I'll attack.
I will go to 16.
Okay, then I'll play a Goyf. Pass to you.
End step, I'll crack this land,
okay.
Unfortunately, because you didn't dredge into one.
Yep.
Go to 15.
Okay.
That will get a Temple Garden. So we've got land, instant, creature, sorcery.
Yep.
Yeah, you just dredged into 3 different types.
I sure did. Yep. Are you expecting anything less?
Yeah. the big one is just hitting the sorcery.
Yeah.
You have Dark Blast, like that's going to be easy to get back into your graveyard.
Exactly. Not a ton of sorceries outside of just Hand Disruption and the Maelstrom Pulses. All right. Let's see what you got now.
I wish I'd drawn that last turn.
Was it a Wall of Omen?
Yep. But I'm going to go to 13 and kill the Grim.
Wow, that's really uncool of you.
And pass the turn.
Okay. I'll untap. I will draw. Ooh, that was a good draw. That was a good draw. So yeah, we got creature, instant, sorcery, land. So still a 4/5. Not too much I can do to adjust that. So yeah, I'll attack for 4.
I'm at 9.
And I'll play Goyf. Past you. Oh, Tarmogoyf. We're casting a lot of Tarmogoyfs on this show today, huh? What a time to be alive. The fan favorite. Maybe I should... I guess Dredging the Dark Blast fueled the fire a little bit, so it wasn't so bad, but it's looking kind of silly now. Got the goods?
Nope.
Excellent. Excellent.
I'll pass the turn.
Whoa. What kind of stuff do you have on 3 that can, like... Ugh, I just don't know. Bolt? Hopefully there's not something that blows me out. Okay. Alright.
Before you declare attacks, I'll tap a Goyf.
Oh, okay. So tap a Goyf, then I can decide if I want to attack, and yeah, I still want to.
Lock treetop, go to 5.
Okay, pass to you.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, a little late there.
Yep.
Noble.
Okay.
Pass.
All right. Draw. I can Dark Blast that and attack.
Chump 1, go to 1.
Bang.
Yeah. At Kiki in hand.
Yeah.
It's the only way I can win.
Exactly.
Wasn't hitting it, but...
I had the pulse if I couldn't kill you there. I either forced double chumps or I just pulse your Arc Deceiver and then attack, but...
Had a double Noble draw there, so the second one was really bad.
Yeah.
With a 3-lander, just missed land 4.
Yeah, I mean, there was a game where Dark Blast looked pretty sweet, you know? Yep.
Yeah,
a high variance card.
And kept me off a bunch of mana.
Yep, that was a good one.
Honestly, Dark Blast was the key card in that game.
Yep.
Obviously, right after he boards one out.
No, I boarded out Inquisition.
Oh, you boarded back at... Yeah.
Yeah. I just boarded in an extra piece of removal. I was thinking if I wanted to change anything here, I'm going to bring in that other Inquisition for a Cobra. I don't know. Card doesn't seem that great either. I do miss just playing with Cobra, but seems like Deathrite Shaman's the better Cobra in this matchup anyways.
I think Cobra's pretty good in this matchup because I have such little interaction.
Yeah. Maybe I'd take out a Deathrite Shaman. You don't want to draw 2. I drew 2 and it was not good, but you want to draw 1?
That seems not great to me.
Okay. Well, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, so we'll go with that. All right.
It's okay. No one knows.
That's true.
It's provocative.
All right. There's a big match. I've been on a hot streak when it came to Ross Day style decks. I've been slapping you up with the stock decks outside of it. But that black-white Planeswalker deck, that was just a nice one. That was a nice one from Seth.
Was it?
One of us had fun. You missed it, Rob. It was a good old show.
I mean, to be fair, that deck destroyed me in a GP.
Yeah.
So, you know, not a fan.
Not a fan. Okay, that's fair.
I will keep my hand.
Yeah, I guess me too.
Okay, I'm gonna get basic forest and play noble.
Okay.
So 19.
Done.
Yep.
That was a good draw. Oh. Decisions. All right. I still think it's gonna be get Stomping Ground and Bolt the Bird.
So you're at 17?
Yep.
19 to 17, done after that?
Yep.
play Mesa, Noble, and pass.
Okay. Draw. Now I'm going to take 4 total because I'm going to Thoughtseize you. Go to 13. Whoa. Well, I think I pretty safely got to take Pod here and leave you with the restos, but the restos are really good. Maybe I leave you with a Pod and take a resto. Super tough, super close. All right, I will take a resto, and then I will bolt this, then pass to you. You want to keep those revealed, too. I have a horrible memory.
Sweet. Corey's definitely baiting me here. It would, like, if he's gonna kill my mana creature, then leaving me with 2 4-drops just makes way too much sense. So he's got an answer to the pod. Just has to. I'm gonna go to 15.
Okay.
With getting a shock land here. Just don't know. I guess I need to get a blue source.
Island.
Don't have one in the deck. Only basics were a mountain and a forest.
That's fair.
So I'm either going to get Hallowed Fountain or Breeding Pool. Let's just get Breeding Pool.
Okay.
Go to 15. I will pass the turn. And on your upkeep, I'll Exarch, tap down the Stomping Ground. Don't want any Goyfs coming down this turn.
Okay. Stomping Ground is tapped. I'll untap. And I'll play this and I'll pass to you. Now 2 good cards in hand.
Okay.
I sure do. A 1 card. Oh,
I didn't want that.
It's too good.
I wanted that.
Dang it.
I'll go to 13, attack you for 1.
Sure.
You're 12.
12, yep.
Pass. Yeah, you're good.
Draw. I will play a Grim Lavamancer.
Yep.
And then I'll pass to you.
And so play Resto.
Sure.
Blink Exarch.
Sure.
Tap Godless Shrine.
Okay, it's tapped.
Go to my turn.
Yep.
You're at 12, I'm at 13.
Correct.
Play a pod, paying 2 life.
Okay.
I'm at 11.
Resolves.
I guess I should attack you first, actually. So let's say I'm at 13. Attack you for 4. Or no, because then you know. Okay, play a pod. Let's just do that thing.
This is pre-combat?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, because if I attack, then Corey knows that I can't combo him.
Sure.
Corey has a dismember here, and he wanted me to go for the combo, and kill him, and go to kill him, and he can just. So I can pod the resto into Kiki and go for the combo. I then target the Deceiver Exarch with Kiki. Corey responds, kill the Exarch with the Dismember, untap, Grim down the Kiki Jiki. And I have nothing. And he also has an answer for the pod. He probably has Rakdos Charm. So he just untaps and goes like, kill your Kiki with Grim, Rakdos Charm your pod, and I have nothing.
Okay.
So I'm just going to play a value game here And get the Thragtusk.
The Thragfather.
And go to 14.
Okay.
And then pass the turn.
All right. All right.
Could have also potted the Exarch into red cap on the Grim. Maybe that was better. But the Grim is not super threatening here.
I'm
expecting to only get the 1 pot activation. And Thragtusk is just so good in this matchup.
Yeah, it does seem pretty strong.
In my 4 Restoration Angel deck.
Yeah. All right. And I don't know any cards in your hand, right?
No.
Okay. All right. So I'll sack this. I'll go to 11. And I will
Pulse.
I do have a pulse, and I think I have to get Birthing Pod. I'm just thinking which mana I want to leave open. I don't think it matters too much. I think I would rather leave this. And I'll pass to you.
I guess I could have gotten in 1 last turn if I attacked with the Exarch, which I should have, but
yes.
So I missed a point.
Excellent.
Well, now I'll attack for 6.
So I could block with Lavamancer and then like shoot Thragtusk. Not a great play, I'll tell you that. But it is a play. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Okay, I'll take 1, down to 10.
I will get a beast.
Yep.
10. I'm going to play a bird after that and pass the turn.
Okay, on tap. I will play Bloodbraid. Need something good. Oh. Then I'll pass to you.
Come on, Kiki Jiki. I don't have triple red. Let's not play Kiki Jiki.
Kiki Jiki!
We got 10 to 14 here. But you have the Raging Ravine if you want it.
Yep. I got 2 of them.
Not really have 2 of them. Guess a little bit regretting going for the Tusk and not the red cap. I think having the Resto.
Sack doesn't go for red cap melee?
Yeah,
or,
well, go
or
for
red
Murderous Red Cap, kill your Grim.
Oh, yeah.
I'm at 9 then, and then I attack for 3. You probably just dismember my Resto at that point.
Yeah.
Untap, kill my pod, but then I have a red cap here against your board. I guess I have red cap with...
Yeah. My dismember's kind of awkward. I maybe should have got more swamps to have a black source open after, but whatever.
Yeah, it's still just a little awkward.
Yep.
I'm going to... So if I attack for 3, if you just have like any land, you get to go pay 2 life, dismember here, get in for 5, but then you'd be at 5 and I'd be at 9.
Yeah. Got a chance this game.
That doesn't seem great for you. I think if I attack, you would trade. Maybe you just a trade and then like fire up with the Raging Ravine. Yeah, I'll attack.
I'll block.
Yeah. And I'll pass the turn.
Okay. Draw. Not an awful draw. I will add a green mana.
Yep.
And red animate Raging Ravine.
Yep.
Attack. The counter on it.
I'll go to 10.
Okay. And then I'll pass to you.
You should have another mana untapped. Oh, no.
No, it was a tap line.
Okay, pass.
I'm going to stop at your upkeep if you don't have anything.
Yep.
And just Dark Blast this.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
I was like, all right, now you can't geeky.
Pass.
Okay. All right, now it's a question of play my things or... Maelstrom Pulse. I'll attack for 2.
I'm at 8.
I'll play Dark Confidant. Pass to you. Are you seeing the error of your ways now?
About what?
I had no way to stop that combo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, guess I could have just killed you.
Oh, yeah. I was dead. I had Dark Blast as my only piece of disruption. But I played so bad to get to that spot of the game, I was aggressively killing birds instead of playing Grim on one, and I was deeply regretting it. But I was keeping a stone face to hope you didn't go for it.
I will image your Dark Confidant.
Okay.
I will pass the turn.
All right. Bob, 0. Oh, it's 9. Of course it is.
You know I'm at 8, right?
Oh.
You got him with Cobra last turn.
Oh, okay. I even have it written down. Yeah, okay. All right, I'll dredge. All right, I will... Yeah, Dark Blast. Tap land, animate this one, and attack.
Before you declare, I'll tap down the ravine.
Okay.
That's activated. You want to attack?
No, I guess not. Okay, past you.
Okay, and step, I'll go to 7.
Okay. Tricky, tricky devil, you.
Ooh, good thing I had Kiki on the bottom and not on top.
Okay,
and I shuffled.
Okay.
So, do I have a land I can get? Okay, so I have Stomping Ground and Hallowfountain as options. I definitely want to have double white, which I do, just in case I draw Wall of Omens into a path or resto.
Okay.
So that's fine. I need to have triple red, so...
Yeah, I was like, probably go for triple red there. Kiki's the only thing that straight kills me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because pod, you can't... you'd have to sack that. Plus, you'd have to get a 4-drop. This has been a weird game.
Yeah. Pod, I would be able to get red cap, kill Dark Confidant, have a 2/2
that
to block.
Comes back. Yeah, that'd be a
kill
scary
your Cobra.
one. Just take a Birds of Paradise, please.
Pod would be pretty awesome.
Yeah. Awesome for one of us. It's been a fun match, though. These are really cool decks to play against each other, I must say. It's just pretty close, you know?
Want to cut?
Yeah, I sure do. Cut.
The Jund matchup against here is better than Melirapod.
Okay.
Melirapod is better at grinding.
Yep.
But you still have all the Finks and stuff, which were good back then.
Might as well just tap your 5 mana and do it now. It's just, it would be fitting that you're going to have one ridiculous, that's a good draw moment on me. Cruel Ultimatum. I hate you so much.
Go.
Okay. I'll take 1.
Brings you to 9.
Yep, and then I'll draw. Yeah, I'm at 9. I will animate.
Yep.
Declare attacks.
Yep. And unfortunately, the bolt is pretty good.
Yeah.
Kind of surprised you didn't dredge the blast after seeing the bolt, because then you could deal with this straight up. If
Just
you
straight up,
to.
yeah. But if you have resto, it's so bad for me.
It is very bad.
Yeah. And I drew another very good card.
Well, I've got to make the play I have to make, so let's block Dark Confidant.
Okay.
And path the Raging Ravine.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it's just good because I can kill Deceiver, huh?
Yeah. You should just let the path resolve, put your land in, trigger Cobra, make red, kill Deceiver with that, and then you have 2 mana post-combat. If you want it.
And you're at 7?
I'm at 7, so I had to make a block, otherwise the bolt kills me exactly.
Okay, so yeah, do this. Get a basic...
I assume you have a forest.
Actually,
or a mountain. Maybe
okay,
you'll...
I do have that. So yeah, add red. And yeah, I think you're right. I have to bolt that Arc Deceiver.
Yeah.
So these trade. I go to 5.
Yep. And a pass to you.
Okay. And now the other Raging Ravine is the killer.
Which one?
Oh, geez, you drew another one?
Yeah.
You just play it? Oh,
yeah, it was
a while ago.
Yeah, it was that turn where I animated. Oh.
Man, I needed
May
that.
I interest you in a shatter?
I mean, it still would have been pretty good. Last turn, I pod the Exarch into red cap, kill the Dark Confidant, chump block, kill Cobra.
Well, I love that match 1 is decided by you not going for it, so you being a coward, and me playing horribly to get you to that spot. I just should have led with Grim Lavamancer, because my opener was Grim Lavamancer, 2-land, Thoughtseize, so I could have went like Grim, Thoughtseize you, Lavamancer, the 1-drop. But then I just kept drawing bolts, and I kept just bolting your things, and then my Lavamancer became really bad when it would have actually stopped the combo. You know, I thought I was going to die, and I'd be like, okay, I could have stopped your combo if I had Grim Lavamancer in play, or saved a bolt, you know, so that was a really weird game.
Yeah.
But I like the conservative play. You just didn't get rewarded by the top of your deck giving you any action. But I agree, if I had it, you were blown out.
You know, I had a couple lands in a row, and I had... you know, I had the option of going for the red cap on the one turn I got the pod, and maybe that changes things. Maybe that gets me to the point where I rip that pod with some sort of battlefield.
Yeah.
You know, who knows? Because, you know, I shuffle at different times and whatever happens. But, yeah, that was just a nice close one to end it on.
Yep, I love it. And I'm 1 match away from putting these right next to my trophy. You know what? I'll move that invitational trophy like off the mantle to get room for this. Who needs it? So we're going to take ourselves a short little break. Next up is going to be my first PTQ win when I was a 16-year-old child and, you know, started my whole career. It was...
As opposed to a 30-year-old child.
Yeah, now I'm a 30-year-old man child. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, this was an interesting one that I got plenty of stories to tell after this. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with round number 2 here on Versus Live. All right, everybody, welcome back to Versus Live. My name is Corey Baumeister.
And I'm Ross Merriam.
And we got Rob in the booth. Say what's up, Rob.
What's up, Rob?
Rob will be taking all your questions, comments, concerns, and the burns in the chat. So make sure to tag at Star City Games, and he will get his favorite ones sent over to us. It's our final show ever. This is it.
Never coming back.
Never coming back. We're absolutely never coming back. Well, I'll be in this room every once in a while for Commander versus, but...
No, we're actually both moving out to Alaska to become lumberjacks.
Hey, not bad, not bad. It'd be a simpler life.
Yeah,
be a simpler
already
life.
got the beard for it.
Yeah, you really do.
It was a smooth transition.
Oh, for sure, for sure. It would work for you. I'd be
except for the
cold.
lack of upper body strength and
you know outdoor skills. You know, hunting and gathering. I think we'd both be in trouble there.
Distaste for manual labor.
Yes, exactly. Not wanting to not have a Starbucks or Wi-Fi nearby. We better not do that, man.
Well, I don't care about Starbucks.
Okay, but
I kind of care about Wi-Fi, but I could probably learn to live in a cabin.
I think you could. I think you could pull a Dexter or something, or
That's what I was referencing.
Okay, excellent. So this is going to be the last show. So we are walking down memory lane, starting off with our PTQ decks. Because I think mine
Williamson Road.
Yes, thank you, thank you. You're going to be walking after this, absolutely. Yeah,
I do it a lot.
But we wanted to start. I kind of looked over my Pro Tour decks too, and I was like, I had some okay ones. I played Tempered Steel at Worlds, where our Channel Fireball team played it. I was on that team for that tournament or for a couple around that.
Was it Ienaga destroyed all of you?
Yeah, with just artifact destruction .deck green red like blow up artifact things. That deck was good, but yeah, we got destroyed by that. I played a really cool. Seth Manfield won the Pro Tour with our Sultai hostage taker list. That was one of my favorite ones. And then it was like a lot of red-black, energy decks. And it was like nothing was too insane. So I wanted to bring my PTQ winning deck that, started my whole career, got me to Pro Tour Hollywood. And then I mulliganed to 5 in round 16 to not finish. It was top 50 at the time to get yourself to the next Pro Tour, and I was playing Fairies, blue-black Fairies. It was like my favorite deck. I knew that deck upside down, left and right, and I lost, and I ended up taking 55th, missed on breakers to be qualified for the next one. Oof. Yeah, it was disappointing, but I cashed my first Pro Tour. I was still 17. I had to have my dad with me, sign a waiver and all that stuff, so it was still an awesome experience. And then I re-qualified through rating for the next 4 years or so. I basically got 2 Pro Tours out of 4 each time, because when you qualified for rating, you didn't get a flight. So it was like, okay, I'm not going to pay for a trip to Sydney, you know?
Yeah.
So I would go to the ones that were in the US. Yeah. And I kept doing well enough, like 11.5s at Pro Tours, like, you know, 10.4 at GPs kind of thing, enough to keep my rating in, I think it was the top 50 and I don't know, in your geographical area or something. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But it was a bad system because I just had to like come home and not play Magic, right? I just play Magic Online. And, you know, I think that's one of the big reasons they went away with it, because it incentivizes people not playing Magic, and people should want to play Magic, you know? So, but this is the first one that started it for me. Brad was on a tear, top 8ing PTQ after PTQ at this time. You know, he was on like 5 or 6 in a row, but he had a top 8 streak where he just kept losing in the top 8. And this one we top 8'd together. It was my first PTQ top 8, and I ended up winning it. You're playing.
This is your first ever top 8 at a PTQ?
Yeah, yeah.
And you just won?
Yeah, this is my second PTQ that I ever played. Yeah, I was still a youngster. I played that one with Rock, you know, where I played a Rock deck with GT, Troll Aesthetic, and stuff like that.
Aggro Rock.
Aggro Rock. Yeah, I started like 4-0 in that one and then fell off. But we only started getting competitive about when I was 15. We started like, you know, looking at Magic Online as like events we could play. Started doing okay in daily events. Then when I was 16, then we started traveling around to North Dakota. This one was actually in Winnipeg. And we drove up with me, Brad, my dad, and my grandma. And we drove up the day before, got in our hotel, and then there was just a huge snowstorm in Winnipeg.
How long of a drive was this?
It was like 4.5 hours.
Okay.
Something like that.
Not too bad.
No. You know, we're in North Dakota, so just a short drive up.
North Dakota is basically Canada.
Pretty much. Yep, pretty much. Just as cold, that's for sure. And we get there the night before, we get in our hotel, and then we're like looking out the hotel window, and we're like, wow, there's a lot of snow. And it just kept snowing, and it just kept snowing. And all the highways were shut down the day of, so anybody who wanted to drive up to the PTQ that morning, which was most people, couldn't make it. So it was a 23-person PTQ.
29.
29, thank you very much. And the rest of the PTQs in that season were all like 150, 140, something like that. And we get to the tournament, you know, we managed to be able to just drive in town to get to the tournament. And it's just me and Brad, you know, doing our deck list face up, because that's just what you did at the time, you know, fill out your deck list. You had to do it, obviously, all paper deck lists and whatnot. And people just walked around, and they're like, you're the only Dredge player, and it's some little kid that nobody had ever heard of, you know? It's like, so people are looking, and they're like cutting their Tormod's Cribs, cutting their ley lines. You know, it's like one Dredge deck, and it's a child. Why put any hate? And I destroyed that tournament because, well, no one had any hate, but...
Yeah. Well, this deck was completely busted.
Yeah, it's Icarid Dredge Breakthrough. I don't even know how I came to play this deck, because it not only was I not playing Extended ever, but I guess that's probably why I played it, because it was something that's easy, right? Like, you just dredge stuff into your graveyard. I didn't want to play Countertop Goyf, which you're playing. That's what Brad was playing. He was really good with the deck, and he top 8'd a lot with it, but I didn't, you know...
This was like the tier 1 deck of the format. But yeah. By this point, because this was 2007?
2007, because 2008 was the first Pro Tour. I know that.
Yeah, because Hollywood was May of 08.
Yeah.
So this would have been a 2007 Pro Tour. This is a deck that literally first got built in the late 2005.
Yeah. And by a really good writer for SCG, right? Yeah.
Well, he came up with the idea of dredging and Icariding. And somebody else was like, made the deck actually good.
Okay.
Because he was more of a casual writer on the website. And then it, you know, took over the format, and it initially took over the format right before Leyline of the Void was printed. So Leyline was printed in Guild Pack, the second set of Ravnica block.
Okay.
And so, you know, this deck was running rampant for a month, and then we all saw Leyline of the Void get printed. And we're like, for a while, everybody just had like 4 Leylines in their sideboard.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. My sideboard was like, okay, these are for Leylines, these are for Tormod's Crypt. And I was like, pretty easy. Bring in which one you think. Yeah, but the thing is, you didn't know at the time.
No.
He didn't know who had it, so I was always kind of guessing and, like, you know, just hoping that they didn't have ley lines, and it just so happened I'd, like, always bring that card in, and they just never had it. It was a good time. I remember one last story from this is I remember being next to Brad, and we both were very much chasing the pro dream. We were very very adamant about it at this point. But I remember playing the finals, and it's just like I destroy game one, and I kind of like side eye, and he's just like shaking his head at me like, dude, you're gonna win. And then like the next game, they like mulled to 5, no hate or anything, and it's just like hitting each other's leg like, oh my god, we're gonna do it. It was an awesome trip. Got that blue envelope.
No, this deck that I'm playing was affectionately known as Next Level Blue at the time. Really taking.
And you got a banned card in there.
I have Chromox and Sensei Stop, I think. Or was Sensei Stop ever banned in Extended?
I think so.
I feel like it was.
Right? Yeah,
pretty sure.
Counterbalance Top was like the most disgusting combo.
So I have multiple banned cards in this deck, but I'm looking for very specific hands, and this is not it.
Okay, and my hands, you're looking for specific hands, but a lot of things fit the mold. It's just you got to make sure you have a way to discard, a way to make sure you draw something, and usually a dredger. Not always important, but yeah, I'll keep.
Yeah, I have it all.
I have those things. This was a Magic the Gathering deck, let me tell you. Yeah, and in this PTQ, I think Brad lost in the top 8 to something, and, was starting to get somewhat demoralized because he'd top 8'd all of them. And then I think it was like 2 PTQ seasons later, Brad gets the first one, gets his first win, goes on to take 9th at Pro Tour Honolulu, and, becomes the superstar that he is today, but...
I guess we'll go for it.
Okay. And turn 1, Tormod's Crypt. You do have Tormod's Crypt in the main in this deck, so that was always kind of scary. I will take 2 and play a Putrid Imp. Pass to you. Just a gentle 1/1. You don't need to know the stats or anything.
Delta Pass.
All right. Upkeep, I will discard Stinkweed Imp.
Yep.
A draw. Dredge, I should say. I'll do your Dredge way here, I guess when the graveyard gets bigger. Icarid was a magic card. All right. So now let's go with I'm gonna take 2.
You're 16.
16. I'm gonna go with a Cabal Therapy targeting you. I hope I remember what was played in this deck.
I'll fetch for an island and counterspell.
Yeah, that is what I was gonna name, so good call on that. But now you're tapped out. I hope you don't have Force Negation, I guess. But that was not a card. So then I'm gonna discard. And I do have Threshold, but I guess I always wanted to do my stuff first.
If you're going to dredge more, it's not like you're going to take away Threshold.
Yeah, and if I had another Dredger, I would discard it now. But since I don't, I will just break through for 0. Yep. This was kind of a messed up Magic card. Draw 4 cards and keep X amount of cards in hand, but I never really cared to do that. All right, this is an important dredge, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no. Okay, so I guess I just draw.
So now you draw 3 more, and then just put them in the graveyard.
1, 2, 3. Okay, at least that was a bridge. And I have another bridge. So I have 3 bridge from belows. And this... Oh, this goes to my graveyard, too. Then I get a Narcomoeba. Then I will sack Narcomoeba to Cabal Therapy. I will get 3 zombie tokens. And I will name Trinket Mage. Okay. And then what else did I have in here? I do have a oh, hello. Okay, I will Dread Return, sacking these. I'll get 2 more zombies. And I will bring back Cephalid Sage.
Yep. So now you draw 2, discard, or draw 3, discard 2.
Draw 3?
Yeah.
Okay. So first dredge, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Second one. This is going to be coming into play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then dredge 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then discard 2. I'll rediscard these. All right, this is in my hand. Narcomoeba comes into play.
Yeah, and you have another Dread Return and the Flamekin Zealot.
Yep.
You sack these 3, get 6 more zombies. So you'll have 9 zombies and the Zealot, attack for 30.
Yep. That's what I was doing to people here. No big deal.
Just turn 2 through a counterspell.
Yeah, just unreal.
Okay.
Just unreal.
We're going to go to sideboarding.
Whoa, I thought we were doing 2. No, this seems like a matchup. We better go to sideboarding.
Let's see if I can, win a game.
Gonna head to sideboarding, see how many crypts Ross has. I hope it's only 1 more. Be right back.
Welcome back to Versus Live, where we are sideboarding in our matchup between Next Level Blue and Friggorid, as people used to call it.
Friggorid? Oh my god.
So it was John Friggin Rizzo who made it, and he just loved Icarid as a card.
Okay.
On my side,
Cedric is mad about these deck names. He's not watching right now, I imagine, but he's just mad at home thinking of what these deck names used to be called.
He's got a cold shiver run down his spine. My spidey sense.
Was that Next Level Blue or green or Simic mid-range?
It's a 4-color mid-range.
Yeah,
there's white cards on the sideboard. There's red cards on the sideboard. There's the green cards on the main deck.
That's fair.
Some desperate sideboarding on my side. We got 2 more Tormod scripts, which are great. Thirster Knowledge, which can help find them. Ancient Grudges to answer Corey's Needles, which is his answer to Crypt.
I've never had 4 Pithing Needles in a sideboard before this, that's for sure.
Getting my spot removal out of the deck, Threads of Disloyalty, is horrible. I was initially going to bring out Vidalcan Shackles, but with Corey bringing out Tolarian Winds, Spell Snare has no targets unless you break through for 1, which you would easily not do just to play around the Spell Snare. So cutting all my Spell Snares and leaving in Vidalcan Shackles, 2, because I can discard Shackles to Thirster Knowledge. That was the determining factor, which goes to show you how desperate I am.
2. I got more Spell Snare targets. You want me to keep going, or
no?
From my end, my sideboard is a little kid sideboard, like the little kid I was when I was playing. Do I want 4 Chain of Vapors? Do I want 4 Ley Lines? Or do I want 4 Pithing Needles? And then, I don't know, Crippling Fatigue. I remember in the finals, one card that actually scared me was Godok Teague. That was a card that was just still really good, so that must have been what I was thinking for that. And Dark Blast for, birds, I guess. I don't know. But don't need Leyline, don't need Chain, and just bringing these and naming Tormod's Crypt, or I guess Sensei's Divining Top if I already have one, or I probably just double up. I guess you have Ancient Grudge, so your one answer usually kills both, but...
Yep.
Yeah, this deck was absurd. I mean, this has got to be one of your favorite cards ever, right? Is this the only one that got banned in Modern? Did it get banned in Extended?
Bridge is banned now.
Yeah. Hogak banned this card.
Dread Return is also banned in Modern.
Oh,
it was on the original ban list.
Yeah, Dread Return and Golgari Gravetrode were banned because of just Dredge, right?
Yeah.
That's what got that banned. One of the sneakiest cards that's just unbelievable in this deck, from what I remember, was just this Odyssey Land, I believe it was.
Cephalid Coliseum?
Yeah, Cephalid Coliseum was just so good in this deck. Yeah. Just the fact that it was better than Kerple's Study. It wasn't quite as good as Breakthrough, but it was uncounterable.
Yeah, you would always go, turn 1, setup card, turn 2, enabler, dredge some, and then oftentimes, especially if it was Breakthrough, you just, didn't have stuff left in your hand.
Yeah.
And then the Coliseum, put you over the top.
Yeah, and it's for the low price of dealing you 1 damage, so...
You could also often use Coliseum as your second to force a Crypt, and then leave yourself with an enabler in hand to recover.
Yep. Yeah. Or, I mean, honestly, right there, Putrid Ink, discard Stinkweed, Dredge, and then if Cephalid land, I could just activate it on turn 2, with that last hand, so.
I will keep my hand.
I think this is probably a mulligan. 2 Dread Returns and an Narcomoeba, that's probably too much. All right, Rob, you got any questions? Anybody impressed with that this is what Magic used to be, and this used to be a format that we don't play now?
Yeah, people were, the Dredge deck looked really good there.
Yeah, not bad. Turn 2, kill. It didn't always kill on turn 2, but then turn 3, it would be just bring back Icarids, Icarids was the plan B if you couldn't kill right away,
Did have one question. So if your life depended on it, and you had to pick one format and one deck to play, what would you play?
I guess probably this and Extended from any deck that was in the top 8 of my PTQ. No, I would, as far as skill matter, what about you?
If my life depended on it.
I mean, just right now, as far as the formats?
Well, just like any time you played Magic, like any format you play.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Origins Limited.
Okay, okay. Oh, limited? That's too much variance. For me, it would be...
Origins Draft specifically.
For me, it would have been Modern during the week or 2 weeks leading up to the Invitational. Nobody respected Death Shadow, and I was destroying everybody. I think that's where I would have it. But now it's now I wouldn't do it for this one because there's too many mirrors.
The standard format for my first Invi top 8, that would also be a strong choice. Blowing up lots of Lingering Souls tokens with Thunder Mahal Gates.
All right, this was 5. I'm down to 4.
Corey's just going to get all busted hands in all the other games, and when my hand is really good, it's just going to be a slaughter.
Oh, no. Yeah, all right, I'm down to 4 Magic cards, but I'm on the draw. Do you want to cut?
Sure.
Okay.
What do you got?
All right, now you're going to finally cut me into a perfect. Oh. I'll keep. Okay, I'll keep. I need... oh, God, I need so many of these cards. Oh, this is a decent 5. I guess... And we'll discard or get rid of this one as well. All right, let's do it.
Go.
Okay.
Actually, you have therapy. I'll play the Crypt out.
Good call.
I thought, like, now you might just play Needle instead of playing an Enabler, whereas if I don't play it, then you might just like, play Careful Steady and I can Crypt you.
Yep. That's a close one. All right, Needle. Or I guess I'll play Needle.
Resolves.
Okay, I'll name Flooded Stream. Just kidding. I'll name Tormod's Crypt.
I'm gonna fetch for Steam Vents.
Okay.
Want to be able to cast my Ancient Grudge.
No.
Which I definitely have.
Do you?
Of course.
Dang it.
Told you my hand is great.
Okay, good point. Good point. I'm only mostly scared. Yeah, because this is a deck where, like, if you just wait with Tormod's Crypt until, you know, I'm about to Dread Return, I guess I still get Zombie. No, because you can get Bridge, so, you know, it will just be good no matter what. All right, I'll cast Careful Study. I'll take a pain.
It's 18 to 19.
Yep.
Resolves.
Draw 2. Discard. Pass the turn.
Instead, I'll go to 16. Get a Breeding Pool.
Okay.
Grudge your Needle.
Not cool. Not cool. I'm in trouble.
And at this point, with Corey stuck on one land, I don't really need to pop the Crypt right now. If he dredges, I can respond to any Narcomoeba triggers.
That makes sense.
So not much he can really do.
Yeah, these games were less fun than game ones, that's for sure.
Yep. So I think I will just pass the turn. Did not hit a third land.
All right, I'll dredge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's an Narcomoeba.
Yeah, trigger on the stack.
Yep.
I will Crypt you.
I will pass the turn.
I will play a top.
Okay.
Activate.
Sure. Everybody's favorite top. This is why every single one of your rounds back in 2007 went to time. This pesky little top. What was this, Kamigawa?
What?
Was that?
Yeah, that's Champions of Kamigawa.
Yeah. Okay, so wow, we're coming back full circle to Neon Dynasty now, huh?
Actually, I guess we'll go like that. And pass the turn.
I will pass to you.
Okay, play a Delta, crack it, go to 15.
Okay.
I will get an island and play a Trinket Mage.
Trinket Mage, sure.
I will search for Tormod's Crypt and play Tormod's Crypt.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
I will pass to you. Having a good old time over here.
Told you my hand was good.
Yep. And it's got to be good and be on the play for it to be. I mean, I mulled a 4, and my hand was actively okay. If I could have kept 5, it wasn't bad, because then I'd break through as well. Would have been my 5th, but.
Okay. Tick 2, go to 13.
Okay.
Attack you for 2, you're at 16.
Okay.
Play a Trinket Mage, get a Tormod's Crypt.
Okay.
Play Tormod's Crypt. Pass the turn.
Okay. Pass to you.
End step, activate top.
Yep. We're all having fun. We're showing the range of these decks here. I hope that we both lose with our PTQ as winning decks, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Anyone's game.
Do it this way. I'll draw that, play land, attack for 4.
I'll take it.
You're at 12. Pass the turn.
Okay. I'll fetch.
You go to 11.
Yep. I'll go to 9. I will play Putrid Imp.
Yeah, I'll counter that and draw.
You win the game.
I'm going to draw a counterbalance next turn.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I was holding on to the Polluted Delta the whole thing because I was going to like discard the hand size because, well, the land did nothing for me until I top decked that Putrid Imp. And then I could maybe do something, but yeah, the multiple crypts was making that one no good. And that was the games I played. It was either like the first one or it was like the second one. There was no middle ground really, you know?
My opening hand that game was 2 lands, Crypt, Grudge, Trinket Mage, Cryptic.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. Yeah, I think I'd keep that one. Yeah, all the sample hands I drew were just like all perfects, and then those were the worst, second worst, third worst, and fourth worst hand I saw. Gotta love it. All right, so yeah, let's just play one more with this, and then we'll play our final match. So the marble's on the line. I want them. I want them. You'll steal them in my house when you spend the night one day, anyways.
Oh yeah, that's definitely.
I'm gonna lock them away in a safe that I don't own. All right, Rob, we got any questions for us here?
Yeah, we had one. Do you think you could see Careful Study being okay in Modern, or is it too close to Faithful Looting?
I think it'd be fine. I actually thought it was already legal.
Well, it's an Odyssey, so
that means nothing to me. Odyssey's not legal in Modern?
No, Modern starts in 8th edition, which is the core set after Scourge.
They just left Odyssey out, huh? There were some fun cards in there. I mean, Psychotog Upheaval was probably annoying that people were sick of, huh?
You have all the Madness cards and Torment, you know.
Yeah, people were sick of Wild Mongrel, right, for quite a while.
Well, oddly enough, the removal spells were... A lot of them were color-based, like destroy target non-black creature or green creature specifically.
And you could just change the color of Wild Mongrel
randomly, just let you change its color when you, in addition to getting +1/+1.
Yeah.
So everybody had these like slays in their sideboard of their Psychotog decks, and then they which was still pretty good because they killed Roar tokens and Arrogant Worm, but they never killed Wild Mongrel. And then Onslaught came after.
Now we have Unholy Heat.
so Onslaught came, and Wild Mongrel and Psychotog had been everywhere for a while, and Smother got printed at Uncommon, and everyone went nuts over Smother. That was a premium removal spell for years.
Yeah, that's true. And it was a long time that was a good one. So
it was recently reprinted into Standard and saw no play.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll go first. Give me a busted hand. Let me put Ross out of his marble misery here.
I would just like to have a Chrome Mox hand. I haven't seen a Chrome Mox. So I do like turn 1 counterbalance with a Crypt. It's like normally this hand would be great. Like you would keep this in almost every matchup.
Yeah.
You know, top counterspell to Goyf, but yeah, in this matchup it's just unplayable.
I'm gonna keep. It's not the most amazing hand, but it is definitely playable.
And I'm going to be mulliganing very aggressively. I probably should have mulliganed my 6-card hand on the draw in game 1. But
yeah, because you had 5 Tormod's Crypts in the deck.
I think there's only 3 Trinket Mage.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, you're getting what I was throwing down there.
Yeah. So I think there's 4. But yeah, I should have just mulliganed to get like a Chrome Mox Trinket Mage hand, or hopefully draw the 1 Crypt at some point.
Yep.
But even like 1 Crypt is not really enough to put this deck away.
I agree.
Unless they play kind of sloppily.
Which,
and
you know, maybe I've got some hope.
oh yeah, I mean, did you see me play match one? I played match one awfully, like multiple spots throughout the game. To be fair, you chucked it as well, so we ended match one of our final versus in true us fashion, punting back and forth to each other. Okay.
I will keep.
All right, I will take 3. Go to 17. I have Faithless Looting. My cut. Feeling it? All right, Careful Study. You got the force? Then I will discard Golgari Grave Troll and Narcomoeba, and I'll pass to you.
Okay, I will play Island, Chrome Mox, Pitch, Thirst for Knowledge.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Okay, no crypt. We like that. All right, so I'll start by dredging.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we hit a Narcomoeba, but not a very good set of dredges, I'll tell you that. And I will start by casting Cabal Therapy. One of my favorite cards of all time. I truly love it. And you can add any mana, right?
Anything of the exile card.
Sure.
You've got how many cards in hand?
5. Okay, that is what I was going to name, so good call on that. Then I will take a Pain.
16.
16 and cast a very sad Careful Study because I didn't hit any dredgers. So draw 2. Discard Golgari and Bridge from Below. Then I will sack this to Cabal Therapy you. I get 2 Zombones, and I'll name Trinket Mage.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yay! Okay, I'll pass to you.
Had to hit the Narcomoeba.
Yeah.
3.
Well,
I mean, if you hit some other dredgers, then you know, then you can hit it later, right?
yeah, I had Narcomoeba in hand. I kind of did have to hit that.
I don't know what you drew to make your hand perfect, but you complained about your hand not being good, and you just had Careful Study, Cabal Therapy.
No, that was last game that I complained it was bad. This
you
game
kept
was
your
fun.
7. You're like, yeah, it's not very good. It's not the best hand.
No, I didn't
You're
say
looking
that.
at it like you were thinking about mulliganing.
No. I was not thinking about that at all. I think you just have flashbacks of me thinking, this hand's not very good, and then I win. But
That check the tape.
yeah, rewind the tape live.
Check
here.
the tape. He was complaining about his hand, and it was great. So I drew a pretty good one.
Uh-oh.
But I guess both of these C3 cards, there's not really a 1-drop that is relevant.
Uh-oh.
So I guess I might as well just Thirst first. Like there's no
Yep.
chance of me drawing into something that lets me see extra cards. Because if I hit like a fetch and I draw into it, play the fetch, and then I don't have the top again.
No. Yep. Thirst is the same chance to hit Tormod's Crypt, except you can discard top, you know?
Yeah. So I will go to 18. And
All right.
I will discard Tree of Tails.
Okay.
And I will pass the turn.
Hooray! Okay, I will dredge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, there's Icarid for funsies.
You're going to see the power of Colosseum here.
Yeah, I can sack Colosseum or I can play what's in my hand, but since I do only have 1 dredger. But yeah, it seems crazy to not go for this. So yep, I'll sacrifice dredge number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dredge number 2. Do this the Ross Merriam way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now it's just a draw. 'Cause I don't think I have another dredger somehow in all this.
Well, that's what happens when you board 2 of them out. I
didn't board 2. Oh, yeah, Dark Glass. Dark Glass, yeah, that's fair. Okay, so these are in my hand. I have to discard 3 cards, right?
Yep.
And what I have 1 bridge, 2 bridge, 3 bridge, 4 bridge. And you're at 18.
You don't have the Zealot unless it's in your hand.
So this would be 4. 4. 15. Okay, so I actually can't kill you. I do have the Zealot in hand, but it's not lethal.
Do you have both Dread Returns?
Oh, wait, yeah, multiple of those,
So you sack these, get 4, get something else, like any creature, really. And then sack that creature and 2 zombies to the second one. Then you get 6 zombies in that.
I know how to do it here. Okay, so I'll discard 3 cards. I'm going to discard Cephalus Sage and Golgari Grave Troll. Then I'll sacrifice these to Dread Return, and then I'll just continue the loop. So I get 4. Dread Return back. Cephalid Sage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Now it's, I mean, it was locked up without an Archimedes here, just sacking these 3, getting 4 more zombies, then you have 7 attackers, and that's 21 damage.
Then I got to discard 2 cards, discard Zealot, discard another Dread Return, sacrifice these, get 8 zombies, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dread Return back, Zealot.
I had Crypt Academy ruins next turn.
Yeah.
I think I win this game on the play.
Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you do.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I remember Brad, you know, we played some matches. He's like, I'm not that worried about Dredge because it wasn't that played at the time. But he's like, I also think I have a decent matchup because there is definitely tools to beat it. But on the draw, perfect hand on my part, I'm going to win those games almost every time, you know?
Just the games where I don't have actual Crypt.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the one game where I had a Crypt in my opening hand was the game where your hand was horrible.
Yeah.
Like, if we just switch my game 3 draw and my game 2 draw, I think I win both games.
Yeah, because I had turn 1, I had the option to either therapy or careful study. And I still think it's right to study, even if you have Crypt. But maybe not. I really don't know. I mean, obviously there it would have been better because I would have bricked, but...
I would generally want a careful study.
I think so, because I can beat through 1 Crypt, and then I can try to name Trinket Mage or whatever like I did, because it's your best 3-drop.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive when that's your best 3-drop for these blue-green aggressive decks, you know? Yeah.
But when you go turn 1 careful study there, I thought I was in great shape. You literally need to have call therapy, careful study is your next draw, or therapy, breakthrough, right?
Yeah,
I think there's only 2 breakthroughs. Or, no, there's 4 breakthroughs, only 2 Tolarian wins.
Yeah, only 2 Teleri wins, because that was the weaker one, but breakthrough was just insane.
You needed to have second land, second enabler, therapy.
And this was the old mulligan rule, too. So, like, when I was mulliganing, it was even rougher than what we have now, you know? Like, and same for you finding hate, so it's a give and take, but much worse for this deck, so...
Yeah.
The marbles will be mine. And honestly, what fashion for our last 8 shows that we went through just the streakiness like we've been doing for the last 2 years of our lives. Like, you'll win 10 shows in a row, then I'll win 10 shows in a row. We never, like, sprinkle it in where we're, like, going back and forth. We demoralize each other repeatedly, and that's what we call the day job. So, all right, everyone, that is going to do it for our second round.
That's what I call my life.
That is, now that I've moved here, that's my life as well. So, we are going to be heading to our third and final match of the day.
This one's actually worth 10,000 points.
Yeah, no, I'm putting these in my pocket.
The last 3 years of matches don't count for anything. Though I think Corey's slightly ahead in this matchup as well.
Yeah, might be. So that's it, y'all. We are going to take our final 5-minute break, and then we'll be back for our final match of Versus Live forever. We'll miss you, and we'll be back in 5 minutes.
Hello, and welcome back to Versus Live for the final time. I'm Ross Merriam.
And I'm Corey Baumeister for the final time.
And we've got a Rob in the booth. Say hi, Rob.
Hi, Rob.
For the final time, Rob.
Rob will be taking all of your questions, comments, concerns, and burns in the chat. Make sure to tag at Star City Games so he can see them and send his favorites over to us.
Wait. You know what? Since this is for the final time, I don't think Rob should be taking the questions anymore. I think Rob should get in the battlefield. I think he should beat you down. I've already beat you enough today. Rob, get on over here. I'm going to be taking some questions.
All right.
We got Director Rob coming to play some Magic here.
This will go good.
Enter? Okay.
That's the big button on the left side.
There's 3 keyboards.
There's the...
Do I press it? Oh, I press it when I start, huh? Or when you start playing?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So for this final match here, we did one match of a deck of mine, a deck of Corey's. This final match is actually 2 decks or a deck of each of ours, really, but both from the same Pro Tour. We've talked about this a few times before and earlier in the show, but Corey and I were on the same team for Pro Tour Battle for Zendikar, which was in Milwaukee, Wisconsin in the fall of 2015. Big team, and the team ended up being divided among 2 decks. And half of us played a Selesnya sort of mid-range aggressive deck, and the other half played a Gruul landfall deck with Titan Strength and Become Immense. Both decks did pretty well. We didn't put anybody in the top 8, but we had several players put up good finishes and a lot of good constructed records as well. We did not do very well in limited at this Pro Tour.
That sounds like my testing team. Yeah, right.
That seems like normal for you.
Now, I don't know if Corey remembers his final record of the Pro Tour, but I looked it up just to be sure. Corey, do you remember?
Well, it was 1-5, and then 8-2 were my 2 records.
Yep.
So
9-7.
Yep.
That is correct. Finished 123rd.
I remember my favorite moment of this is me and BBD were both X and O with our standard decks, and we were both 0-5 with limited. And we both saw each other. We made eye contact, and we both had the slips. And we just go and we like hug and everything. And people come up to us because it's close to the end of the tournament. They're like, "Oh my God, top 8 guys!" And we're like, "No, we just picked up our first win in limited." And people just like looked at us and scowled, and then walked away.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had a more respectable 10-6 finish at this Pro Tour for a cash. I 7-3'd constructed, 3-3'd limited, and finished like 52nd, 53rd, something like that. But I think both decks were quite good. It's actually the Selesnya deck is what we had first. It was a Michael Majors deck, and he actually went to the Open the week before. I think not a lot of people went to it, and he put his list that he wanted to play at the Open in our chat and said, do we think this deck might be really good, and we don't want it to get out. And it just looked like a typical green-white deck. People had been playing the Megamorph creatures for a while. Deathmist Raptor and Den Protectors. So he figured this deck, 1, probably isn't that good, because it's just a generic mid-range deck, and 2, it's probably a deck that other people will find. He took 2nd in the Open. The deck ended up being quite good. Yeah. Ended up sort of getting supplanted by Obs on aggro later. It was the guy who won the Pro Tour, Takamura, I think was his name, but don't quote me on that.
I'm quoting you.
Yeah, sort of figured out how to make the mana base work for Abzan, which was the difficult part. Still playing Shambling Vents, so that was big. But the Selesnya deck was among the more popular in the event. We ended up playing Avatar the Resolute as sort of our tech card. We were very afraid of Mantis Rider specifically. And Avatar was a card that could be good in the mirrors, helped you pressure opposing Gideons because it had Trample, and then Reach helped it trade with Mantis Riders. It was out of the range of a lot of removal, so that was sort of our tech. It made the mana base a lot worse. Honestly, I don't think the deck really needed it. I was looking at results from this event, a couple nights ago. It was actually Autumn Burchett that had the best constructed record in the field at 9-1, and they were playing a Selesnya deck, but with Archangel of Tithes as their tech for Mantis Rider, which seems much better, because you wanted to be a more white-heavy deck anyway, so their list seemed really, really good, and unsurprisingly, great player, good list, 9-1 record.
I remember I actually played this deck in Standard, and my story is not a Pro Tour story. I lost in the finals of my game day, of my 6-person game day, so I got that going for me.
Yes.
6-person game day.
So far, we're getting a lot of comments that are just like, "Oh my God, Rob is real."
Yeah.
You were just an enigma,
Yeah. I'm the Wizard of Oz.
Yes, exactly.
So, and I've also said this before, but I want to reiterate that this Gruul Landfall deck was pretty weak for everyone, and nobody really liked it until I told Jerry to add Den Protector, and Den Protector made everything work, and just brought the whole room together. So I'm the reason this deck was good. You're welcome, Corey. Probably should have cut me into some of your winnings, but you didn't cash the Pro Tour.
Yeah.
So here we are.
Cut you into some of my misery. Okay, so we got one question before you get started, and we'll just put this at Rob. But for you as well, Ross, what is your favorite moments from Versus Live of all time?
Definitely Todd knocking on the top of the deck, finding the fireball against Brad.
Yeah,
that's just number one.
Bonfire.
And that was only like 2 months in.
Yeah.
It was very early in us doing a live. That's why we had a third person there.
Yeah.
Todd wasn't even supposed to be there, or now wouldn't be there. But we used to have a third person, sitting next to the director, doing more monitoring, chat, and interaction. And that's what Todd was doing that day. And comes over and knocks the deck. It was great.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just hit enter on this one over here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hooray! I'm directing.
You did it.
And now you're seeing why Avatar was so awkward.
Oh, a lot of people are saying Ross falling over is easily the best.
That is also great, to be fair.
That was my favorite. Anytime Ross gets actual bodily harm, on Versus Live, that's got to be everyone's favorite, right?
I feel like this hand is not great, but I'm going to do what Corey does.
Nice.
Well, it might also be good.
My hand is not great, and I'm going to mulligan, so I'll just do what I do.
Yes, Rob is fitting this role quite well if he's Corey keeping. We love the...
Would you keep his hand, Corey?
No.
His hand... Oh, God. This is how you see hands here? Oh, my God. You have to have good vision.
God, your job is hard.
Yeah, that's not
what
bad.
you do.
Oh, yeah, that's a Corey keep. Like, that needs a... But here, Rob, you just have to say the signature line, be like, yeah, I'll keep, but it needs a little help.
Yeah, it does need a little help.
Okay, then you'll be fine.
All right, perfect.
Asking you shall
Trusting you on that.
receive.
You're on the draw, too. You got it all wrapped up. Ross mulligans to 5 on average anyways, so...
Well, this is a keep, but it's not great.
I mean, this would be the game for like Ross to mulligan to 0 to get those Jazz tickets.
Yes, yeah, that's a good point.
I'll lead on a Canopy Vista and pass.
Draw. Oh, that worked out pretty well.
Jesus Christ. Is it just that seat?
Go.
Yeah, obviously. I'll play a Forest and pass.
Okay. All right. It's even better. Yeah, we'll play a Mountain, a Swift Spear.
Yep.
Scythe Leopard.
Yep.
Combat.
Take 3.
3.
17.
Yep, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I have to keep life
I haven't
totals,
I've written down physical life totals in forever.
Wait, I have to keep life totals, huh?
Yeah, so it's just the middle keyboard and you just use the mouse up and down. Make sure you have to press update all.
Okay. I'll play a Plains and a Death Mist Raptor.
All right.
Pass the turn.
You're at 17, right, Ross?
Yep.
It's
I'm doing
extra text is all when it's like face up.
Well, yeah, when I turn something face up, it comes back to the battlefield.
Right. Draw. Play Bloodstained Mire.
Yep.
Combat.
Yep.
Swing with both leopards.
Oh, yeah, did we draw that fetch land? Nice work there, Rob.
Fetch.
You go to 19.
All right, 19. Elliot wants me to inform you that he was planning on buying drinks at 3 Notch, but if Ross loses, he doesn't know, so, you got something to play for here.
Anything else, or?
No, that's it.
Okay, so trade, and I'll go to 14.
Yep. Go ahead.
God, there's a lot to do over here. This is tough.
I haven't played with Cinderglades in a while.
Let's play a Nissa Vastwood Seer, get a Forest, play it, and pass the turn.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Play a Winslow Teeth.
He's mathing.
Yeah. Play a Swift Spear.
Yep.
Go to combat.
Yep.
All of them.
I'm at 14.
Yep. See, normally Ross or Corey would be like trying to figure out what each other have in their hand. I'm just turning cards sideways. We'll go with that.
Yeah. I like it. Hey, you're doing a great job of it. That green-white deck doesn't come back from behind as much.
So Become Immense by itself is not lethal here because we're going to have a 3, 2 2s make 7 plus 6 is 13. That's actually 1 short. Become immense plus anything else is lethal. You can't become immense plus battle rage. You can Titan strength plus battle rage. Can I beat that at all? Then this will be a 6, 12, and these will be 3s. So even if you targeted the Swift Spear, so that they'd all be 3 power plus whichever one gets Titan strength and battle rage would be essentially a 12. So that would be 16. Minus 2 is 14. So I'm dead. I literally am dead to Titan strength battle rage. Can't beat that even with a block. What about Titan strength become immense? In that case, I would block Scythe Leopard, and you wouldn't have trample, so you'd have to target one of these, and then these would be 3s, and you'd have 9 more power, so that's 15. So I can't beat Titan strength become immense either.
I like
so
that
no
Ross
blocks.
is mathing, and Rob is like, prowess creatures go brrr.
Yeah, fetch.
Okay, okay.
So it sounds like you don't have spell plus become immense.
And then I'll just cast Become Immense on the Swift Spear, I guess.
Okay, so now that's going to be 13 and put me to 1.
Yep.
Not bad, not bad.
Good.
Awkward. Okay. Counter on Vastwood Seer to fight a Swift Spear.
Yep.
Pass a turn.
Draw.
Yep.
I guess Stasis Snare is what gets me here, isn't it?
He can't sack that fetch land. He's at 1.
Oh, he is. Yeah, you're right. See, this is how I play Magic. I just don't have no idea what's going on. Play land, trigger.
Yep.
Combat.
Yep. Yeah. Block there.
Sure, damage.
No. Command. Counter fight Scythe Leopard. Wild Flash.
Dun, dun. He's becoming immense.
Become Immense.
Second become immense. Okay. I thought I might be able to get Rob to just like untap and wild slash me.
Yes.
And kill me that way. But if I just double fight on my turn, then you have 2 cards in your graveyard instead of 1, and then you just get to go. You have to go Battle Rage into become immense, so you don't actually kill me that way.
I know, Rob, you could have last turn
Coulda.
Battle Raged into become immense, but does Battle Rage give it
I wouldn't have had a creature with power 4 greater than, right?
Yeah, but then it doesn't get trampled, but you just do it to an unblocked creature.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, instead of playing the prowess creature.
Yeah, I didn't think about doing
So I was just dead.
Right.
That's all right. You're undefeated here on Versus Live.
So,
Woo!
just to show Ross, this was my opening hand.
Corey
was
keeps succeed every time.
And you
I had a land in there.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I ripped these.
Yeah, you just rip more lands.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was great.
Yes. You did it, Rob.
I did. All right, you can have your spot back.
All right, perfect. I only screwed stuff up here a little bit. Does a blue screen on one of these monitors mean anything to you, Rob? Or yes. I'm gonna go see if there's anybody from marketing or something that wants to beat you one last time in Magic. Maybe someone up front. There's got to be someone else who wants to play you here. All right, I'm back. What up, everyone?
The marbles now, right? That's how that works.
Yeah. Dang it. That's a good point. You won the last match. I need to hide them under my hat here. All right, I liked it. Should we play another pre?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, it's hard back there. There's a lot of stuff you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to click a lot of buttons.
You gotta know what you're doing.
I know, it's crazy.
That is not a requirement for our job.
No. Did you see us playing round 1? We both punted back and forth, so I like that. All right, let's play my baby here. A lot of people were just trash talking you in the chat too. I didn't know there was that much trash talk towards Ross, you know? Just kidding. They were saying nice things. Just kidding. Selling out chat. Are you keeping?
Yep.
Okay. Well, this hand needs a little help, but you know, I'll keep.
All my hands need a little help too. It just never comes.
All right, I got a leopard. Pass to you.
Yeah, classic.
Classic, classic.
Force go.
Okay.
Just can't draw hands with 1 or 2 mana plays.
I'll trigger, attack for 2. This card was not that great from what I remember. That was like the last card we wanted in the deck, but not much you can do. I'll play Sir Gnarls Barkley, and I'll pass to you.
I will play Death Mister after.
Okay.
You're up.
That's a solid magic card. So I will attack, and it's only when something's flipped face up. So you're not going to be able to, you know, block, have it go to the graveyard, and then next turn bring it back, right?
Nope.
Okay. So I will play Monetary Swift Spear, Bloodstained Mire triggers, and I will declare text. I remember, so my defeating moment here is I was playing to be 9-1. It was the last match of Standard, you know, Ross? And I played against an unknown player to me. His name was Simon Nielsen. You know, ended up being a very good Magic player. But I was playing against Jeskai, and they had Jace, Vryn's Prodigy, and Fiery Mastery in hand, and 1 instant in the graveyard. And I had, like, an Atarkus command I went for to like pump this, and I was like, well, even if they have that, Spell Mastery is not going to be triggered, and I ended up drawing a card, putting a second in graveyard, and then Spell Mastering just for a blowout. Me going for something I didn't necessarily have to, and that was game 3 of this to not be 9-1, so I was pretty defeated, but you know, yeah. I had to do well in Limited after that, which was not going to be happening, so. All right, so yeah, I'll pump this. And, yeah. Damage, take 3?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Sorry, I attacked with this, too. Does that change your...
No.
Yeah, I meant to
take
do that.
4.
Yeah, take 4 total. You're at 14?
Yep.
Okay. And...
Maybe I'm supposed to block the Swift Spear if you attack like that.
Yeah, I'll change the way I
assume that means Corey will then have to, like, play some sort of trick, and Battle Rage doesn't do it. And pump means I'm just going to trade up. I will take more damage, but yeah, I'm going to block this.
Yeah, nothing different for me. You just take more damage.
Okay, so I'm going to go to 11.
Yep. So go to 11, and then I'll play another Gnarls Barkley, and then I'll pass to you.
Hey, well, Gideon, make a token.
Okay.
You're up.
So I need a good draw here, but I have a decent amount of them. Let's see. And you're at 11?
Yep.
Okay. Upkeep. I will Titan Strength this.
Titan Strength the Leopard.
Scry. Keep it. Triggers. Attack with everything. Whatever you don't block, I'll kill you.
Yeah.
Yep. I just needed a land. That was 1 away. So I needed either a land or... No, I just needed a land, but...
See if I can play a 2-drop, or if you...
You want to play another pre?
You can't just out perfectly every game.
Our sideboards are terrible. You just want to play pre's? Yeah, why not? Why not? And to be fair, this is one of the main reasons we played this deck was because of this matchup. You know, we were mostly...
All of your opponents never play 2-drop while you curve out?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, it was me and Seth playing it, so we kept every hand, and we got rewarded with a fetch line on top very often. But this was the testing house where we were like, me and Seth were looking over and we're like looking at a play. We're like, God, what should we do? Should we play this? Yeah, I guess we could. Should we play this? And we're like, we could deal them 46 damage, you know, with like Become a Man's Titan Strength, Teamer Battle Rage, and everyone we were playing against, rightfully so, was like, God, I hate you two. And we were just having a good old time. You know, it's kind of like this dynamic, you know? Oh, yeah. How late should we play our final verses? Like 6:30 today, Rob? What do you think? They said this is our last show. They didn't tell us when we have to stop.
I mean, I'll just turn the lights off and go home. I got other things I want to do. You know?
Okay, fair.
I mean, I like y'all, but you know,
not that much, huh?
Video games to play.
Keep.
I'm gonna mulligan this one. This one's beyond a Corey keep. You know, if I had a 2, oh crap, I'll keep. See, you never mulligan. You never mulligan, and that hand was perfect.
Still wasn't perfect.
Yeah, it still wasn't great, but I mean, hitting a land there. I guess I don't even know. Is there stomping grounds in these?
No.
So that red fetch line was actually really bad.
Well, it finds Cinderglade.
Oh, okay. But I can get a green source.
I love how you just don't remember anything that happened the day after it happens.
I only have a certain amount of room, and I have new deck lists coming in all the time, so I have to push the ones out here, you know? I don't want to have all this useless information in my head. All right. I will keep. And what do I want to get rid of? Probably this. All right. Evolving Wilds, I'll pass to you. Oh, I played Evolving Wilds, huh? So bad.
I will play Den Protector.
Wow, you have a 2-drop every time, dude. Ross is like, is it 4 yet? All right. I will play a land. Not a very good draw either. And then I will play a Bell Striker. Pass to you. This draw is looking a lot different.
Wish I'd drawn that last turn.
Okay.
But even so, let's play a Death Mist Raptor.
Okay.
And yeah, attack for 2.
18.
You're up.
I cannot block. I'm dead.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
My hand is not good. I will play a... I want to play... well... All right, I'll play a Den Protector and I'll pass to you. This is how Den Protector is supposed to be used, right?
That was the best possible.
Gideon.
Hanger back on 1.
Okay.
Dromoka's command, counter on Hanger back. Death Mist Raptor fights Den Protector.
Okay.
Definitely want to deal with those because those are very difficult for me to block.
That makes sense.
And then I don't want to attack with Raptor and offer the straight up trade since it has 2 damage on it, so I will just attack with Den Protector. I'll offer that trade.
Okay. All right.
You go to 16?
Yep. Sure.
Okay. Pass the turn.
Bell Striker can't block, but no big deal.
Oh, yeah.
I'll play a land, and...
it can't block creatures with power 2 or greater. So it can't block the Death Mist Raptor.
Yeah, exactly.
I always forget about that ability on the card.
Yeah, no problem.
Zergo doesn't do a whole lot of blocking.
It does not. It does not. All right, I'm going to play a Swift Spear.
Yep.
And I'm going to attack.
Those are my blocks.
Okay. I will... I guess this was an awful attack now that I think about it. But I will Teamer Battle Rage here to give it double strike.
Okay, so I'll take nothing. We will trade 2 for 1, and I'll get 2 Thopters.
Your turn.
Yeah, that didn't...
No, I was trying to get cards into my graveyard, and I did do that, but...
I will... Yeah, I'll attack for 7.
Okay.
Puts you to 9.
9.
And then I drew another land, and I have a Wingmate Rock, and I'll get a bird.
Okay.
You're up.
Done. Okay.
So I guess if you have land, so you have the land, Titan Strength, Battle Rage, become immense. Can I? That's 22 still. So I beat that with a single block, and I have.
Wah wah. You win. Yep, nope, that was an awful hand.
Yeah, and my hand curved out perfectly.
Yep, there you go.
Well, welcome to Magic.
No, once again, I wasted my awful draw on your best draw.
Yeah.
So now the next game, you're going to not have a 3-drop on the draw, and I'm going to curve out perfectly.
Let's actually do some sideboarding.
You want to do some sideboarding?
We can do it live.
All right, let's do it live. Why not?
Neither of us is doing a whole lot.
No. I don't even know what half the cards on my sideboard do here. So, all right, Giant Planeswalker. Seems okay.
Typical.
Yeah. We got Director Dan here, too. Dan, do you want to take your swing at beating Ross in a game of Magic as well?
I mean, I can't really pass up that opportunity.
All right, we'll sideboard for you, and then Dan's coming into play as well.
I just know Nissa was a very low impact card that we boarded out in this matchup.
Okay.
Wingmate Rock creates a lot of bodies and helps me turn the corner, and then additional removal and Valorous Stance.
And we're not going to sideboard anything because we're not cowards. Okay, Director Dan's coming in too. It's a director tour here.
You're not cowards. I mean, you put that energy out into the universe. Like, you said the thing.
I'm trying to see if I have any warriors in my deck.
Oh.
Yeah, Den Protector's a warrior. I thought it was. But you're probably not blocking Den Protector anyway. Uh-oh. Got these mics all tangled.
There we are.
How you doing, Dan?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Yeah. I've been better.
You've been better. In the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
Hey, Chad, how y'all doing?
Yeah, Corey got tired of beating you, so now we're just bringing in anybody else who shows up.
Anybody else wants a swing?
Man, I've been working here almost 8 years.
Yeah.
And I still remember, like, so many memories from when I first started. Like, the first versus I ever directed was a BBD versus CVM matchup.
That's way back.
That's way back. First ever show, SCG Providence 2014. You know the one.
That's a good one.
That's a very good one.
I like that one. That's the one where I took first place in Standard and second place in Legacy.
Yeah.
And won many thousands of dollars.
Many thousands of dollars.
Because I declined the split in the finals of Standard. And
that's right.
I got the split in the finals of Legacy.
I forgot that small detail.
Play perfectly, I get rewarded.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I'm actually not sure if Dave and I split. We might not have in Legacy. But it's a better story if we did.
Yeah, this is your story here, so in your mind, you split here. That makes sense.
You're on the play, Dan.
I am on the play.
If you need to phone a friend at any time, Dan, I got you.
All right. I feel like this is a bit too land heavy for me, so I'm just going to send this back.
You are a landfall deck.
But, like, there's 5.
So you just have to get lucky like I did.
Yeah, that's a bad one.
My hand is not great, but it is a keep. God, I'm pretty sure we made this deck worse by adding Avatar.
Hey, they were just on the sheet. I ordered them. So
yeah.
I got beat up by Resolute a lot in Modern from a friend who had a mono green deck.
Yeah.
Okay. I like this a lot better. So we will ship that to the bottom. Now remember, this is not Commander, so I don't draw at the start of the game.
That is true.
I'm going
to
just
get all those bad habits out of here, Dan. Come on.
Yeah. I'll just start with a Bloodstained Mire and pass to you.
I like that. I will start with a Warden of the First Tree.
Cool.
You got a 19 with the fetch. I assume we're getting a Cinderglade here.
Yep.
Really, Corey?
Yeah, we're thanking Tanner for being here.
Oh no, wait! You didn't type the message. I thought you. Somebody. Okay, so
is Corey over there getting himself fired?
So I thought Corey was being nice to Tannen, which is good. I thought. Corey
I also don't believe you.
I thought Corey typed another message that was from Martian Kaio, which is, "This match is not fair. The girl deck has a Dan protector."
Yes, I wish I typed that.
Oh my God, that's amazing! I love it. I love it so much. I'm gonna go to
18.
We'll take care of that in a second. I'll bring
Got
up
a. Ooh, we have.
Hey,
habits.
I bet.
We're just gonna exile the top card of our deck. But sometimes you need a creature.
Dan, you got a lot of pressure on this match. You know, Rob won, so this is a battle of who the best director is, as well as who the best player is between me and Ross. So.
Okay. What's your top card?
Basic. Oh.
That was a good draw. I will. Oh. Let's crack a strand, go to 19, get a plains, and activate Warden. And then pass the turn.
All right.
Ross, what are you at?
I'm at 19. Your Cinderglade comes tapped. You need 2 basics.
Oh, 2 basics, yeah. Ship that back.
Yeah, it's fine.
17.
Yep. Just get yourself a forest.
Yeah.
I do like that there are no early landfall creatures because those cards get pretty weak late in the game as you run low on lands. It's one of the reasons Den Protector was so good in this deck. It gave you the extra land drop or, rebought creatures and heavy removal matchups. So, this is a deck that needs to draw the right mix of everything, lands, creatures, and pump spells, and Den Protector always helped you get the right mix.
Yeah, it was a great 2-drop as well as helped you in that late game to go turn whenever you didn't have the fastest kill ever. You go turn 3 morph, turn 4 unmorph, set something up, kill him turn 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See what happens here.
I will block.
All right. I'll
Battle Raging.
Tarkus
Commanding.
We'll
So
do.
they're still going to trade. So it starts on 1 toughness. So it gets +1 from the command and +1 from prowess. You want to take that attack back? Because that's not a great trade.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Damage.
Just.
Oh, okay. Sure, we
yeah.
can do that.
Yeah. Just take it back.
Yeah, I'll take it.
We're not playing for anything.
Why is this hat here? Oh,
You're playing for that hat.
no.
Okay. Well, I've drawn the lands I needed, which is great. So I'll crack a Foothills, get a Canopy Vista, and play a Death Mist Raptor like I have every other turn 3 of the game of this match. And then I'll pass the turn. Okay. Now Tarkus Command with Swift Spear is a little bit more threatening, but I've got the Raptor down to make that trade.
Yeah.
Are you at 17? You have 3 fetches?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm at 8. Okay. I just mixed up my columns in my head for some reason, even though I've been using the same way to set up my life totals for 20 years.
See, my opening hands were not as explosive as Rob's, so
Yeah.
this was very unfortunate.
This was not a great
You're
hand.
already hedging against Rob winning and you losing, huh? Smart, Dan. Smart. You've been
Well,
here
Rob's so
before.
much better than me at this.
I mean, I'm only 50% lifetime, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you played one before, huh? Okay.
We're all basically 50% lifetime.
who are we kidding?
Yeah. The world is 50% lifetime. That's how Magic works.
You got 5 cards.
I have 5 cards.
I don't know about this. I really don't.
You only have 2. Figure out if I have good blocks. I'm tapped out.
I'm just worried about after.
Well, I've got stuff.
I know you have stuff.
Damn
That's what
things.
I'm worried about. I'm gonna bank and see what happens next turn. I'm gonna pass to you.
Okay. That's pretty good. So, do I play very conservatively here? With you on 2 cards, I think I should. So, I'm going to fetch to 17, even things out a little bit. Get another Canopy Vista. I'm going to play Silk Wrap. I'm going to do it on the Abbot. That's the most scary card if you have Battle Rage and Become Immense. And I have the Death Toucher against Swift Spear.
Yeah.
If its toughness gets big with other pump spells. And then I've got another blocker here, just a lonely 3/2 avatar. And at this point, yeah, I can't attack into the Tarkus Command, so I'll pass. Gonna have to find some way to get through this battlefield. Hopefully a Wingmate Rock. Or just a couple lands to pump this Warden would work. Okay, fetch land, not a good draw. Looks like the top of your deck didn't really help Dan.
No, it didn't.
See, I like playing against Dan. He draws more like I do.
Yeah, Yeah. Kindred spirits.
Yeah. We both love The Simpsons.
Yeah.
I like both of us more than I like Corey.
Don't be salty just because you lost your marbles forever to my house. So.
I'm salty all the time. You know this. Done?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay. Okay. Got a land and a Gideon. This will be a card that can break through the stalemate. So I think I'm going to do one more turn of conservative play, and then we'll start turning the corner. Make a token and pass.
Okay.
Someone nicknamed
You want to leave
Ross
those uncracked
Sodium.
for your landfall creatures?
That's very true.
That's pretty good.
Oh, you mean like that one?
Yeah.
Ross, you got a nickname of Ross Sodium.
I remember the
Salt meter?
Salt meter.
Yeah.
Salt meter.
Also, Tannen pointed out one of his favorite
Yeah.
things was my mono green brawl deck tech.
Oh, yeah.
When everyone was gone in Vegas.
Yeah, when everyone was gone in Vegas. That was fun making
Okay.
that.
Are we going for it yet, or feels like you can probably wait a turn now that you've added another creature?
Yeah, I can wait a turn.
I can't imagine what you would have to really break through, though. I'm at 17, so yeah, you need to become immense first, which you can't do after playing the creature. Well, that's awesome. Now I don't think I can lose. I already was like 90% of the way there. Now I'm 100%. Plus Gideon.
Okay.
Yeah, Dan, these are the
Tackle
moments
Gideon
in
and
my
Death Mist.
life for the last 3 years where I'm behind on the battlefield and Ross top decks and was like, that's a good one. That haunt my dreams, so enjoy it.
So 5 and 4 and 3?
5 and 3.
Okay.
It's 8.
Yeah, I'll go 9.
You're 9. Let's crack this strand, go to 16. Get the third Canopy Vista, so my mana is perfect. And then I will play another Death Mist Raptor. Pass the turn. Hold up a very conspicuous 2 mana that couldn't really mean anything. Oh, that's scary. Good thing I have 4
will admit,
blockers
I totally
still.
forgot Dromoka's Command existed when you played the first one.
Sorry, what are life totals?
16 for me, 9 for Dan.
Yeah.
I think I forgot to do that midway through. Sorry, I'm a bad director. I'm like, I got this, Rob.
How
I got life
di-
totals, and then I just was looking away, got distracted. So
Oh, it sounds like Corey.
yeah. Ooh, shiny red ball.
See, unfortunately, I've been dodging up become immense this entire time.
No, it
No,
was right here.
I know what you mean.
It's right here. It was right here, Dan.
Shut up! Okay.
Is this the turn? You got 4 attackers.
Yeah,
I'm going for it.
might as well.
Okay. Well, you probably want to attack first, but let me set up some blocks.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Tim really calling me out here. He's like, Corey, you couldn't keep track of your life total when you were playing.
Fine.
Okay.
Everyone in.
Yeah, make him earn it
And
down.
you haven't gotten a landfall trigger yet. Yeah, so you can get
No.
1 off this. So let's put Death Mist on a Swift Sphere since they can easily get to 4 toughness. This is probably going to end up being a chump block, so that can go there. Then put Warden in front of Zergo so it lives, and then Avatar in front of Gnarlid. That looks good to me.
Yep. So,
Crack fetch, go to 8,
go to 8.
which means I don't even care about the 4 creatures that are blocking right now. I have 8 on the backswing.
Oh, hi, become immense. How you doing?
What do you got?
I don't win, but I think I get considerably close.
Double a Tarkus command. So we're just doing 6 to me and pumping the team twice, or
I can't do anything else
Yeah.
with that. Those are the only ones that make sense. So,
So-
10.
that is
These will die. All 3 of these would die, and all my stuff lives. But there's still a power over there that's going to
Yeah, I'm going to prevent the damage from one of them and have this Deathmist Raptor fight the Snapping Gnarlid.
Wah, wah, wah.
And then, yeah, have very lethal.
Very lethal has been called.
Very lethal, very dead.
All right. Well, I'm gonna play.
Oh, hi, Titan Strain.
I'm gonna play one last game of Magic against Ross. We're gonna play our final one.
Yeah.
This match is now 2-2.
We're 2-2. Yes. All right. Now winner gets the hat. Okay?
Yeah,
We're playing
I'm
this.
1-1 against Corey, 1-1 against the directors.
I'm gonna go get someone from out here.
Yeah,
Someone from a sales booth or something here.
just someone in the storefront.
Yeah.
Quit while you're
You want-
ahead.
No, we gotta end on the two of us.
Yep, I agree.
And we gotta.
There aren't these in here. I would have loved those.
He did sit in sideboard because he's not a coward.
Yeah, exactly. Dan, neither are you.
You were here when he said that.
That's very true, but
Great job, Dan. Great job. All right. It has come down to this. Our final game here on Versus Live. And I just, I was like, Dan, I want you to win, but if you don't, going first. Not bad. Not bad. All right. You ready for it? Are you ready for the last one? It's nice and cool over there. There's not these lights here that's burning us up, it's...
I'm trying to work on my tan. It's almost beach season.
That's true. That's true. You need it. Okay, do we got any questions, y'all, from our directors over there? Anything you want to send us before we send away?
No more than you already replied to.
I was replying a lot. Yeah, absolutely. It's fun. Fun to do some replying over there. All right, how's your final hand?
It's not very good,
Ooh,
but I'm gonna keep it anyway.
Ooh, bad start. It got better. I'm gonna keep. I'm not afraid of you. So what? Cinderglade, is that an untapped land? I forget.
Only if you have 2 basics.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll get a mountain. I'll attack you for 1.
A little swifty poo.
Little Swifty.
Okay, I'll play a forest and pass the turn.
Okay. This game's gonna be swift. So
I hope
19
so.
all.
Yep.
All right, that was a bad draw. Very bad draw. I will play a Swift Spirit attack,
17.
and I'll play a forest, and I'll pass to you.
I'll play a forest and play a hanger back on 1.
Okay, that's pretty good.
You're up.
Pretty good. Okay, so was that. I'll play a land, and I will attack for 2. Yep, take it.
15.
Shoot a 15. I'll fetch this. Now it's untapped, huh? That's how this works?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I know how cards work. All right, and then I'm going to play a morph creature that could be anything.
No one knows.
No one knows. Provocative.
I will play a Canopy Vista and a Deathmist Raptor.
Okay.
You're up.
All right, let me read this card one more time. Comes into play with a counter, huh? Okay.
Turns face up with a counter.
Yep, okay. All right, now I will draw. I will Titan Strength this. Actually, I guess I gotta fetch first. I'm gonna fetch.
You go to 17.
Then I can look at my scry and see if I maybe want to do something. I will Titan Strength, scry. What does that card do again? Okay, yep. And I will then...
You have to read. the ones
Plenty of
Zergo?
things. I'll bring this back. And... let me read that again. Okay, and then I can attack with everything, and I could play... You can't block this. You probably just go block. I can pump this again. You take 9. And then I lose one of my creatures. You lose everything, but then you have a Thopter left over. Yeah, that sounds good to me. I'll attack.
Definitely blocking one of the Swift Spears. The question is whether or not I want to block with the Hanger back. I have a 3-drop in hand, so next turn I could just play 3-drop and level and end up getting another Thopter, but do I have the luxury of taking that damage? So it would turn 9 into 12 and put me to 3. So the Den Protector by itself would be lethal, but which is annoying. Yeah, I do think I have to make the jump.
I think you do as well. So I want to pump this. So it's going to put you to 6, right?
Yep.
Keep that on top, and then I'll pass to you. You got a 1/1.
Now I think I'm just dead.
I think so too. At least I hope so.
I've got a Death Mist Raptor.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right. I will own tap. I will draw. And then I will declare attacks.
Go to blocks.
Actually, I guess before blocks, I will Atarkas command you, deal 3, pump the team.
Yeah, that'll do.
And then I had the Teamer Battle Rage as well.
Yeah. Just got 5 lands, Hangerback, Death Mist Raptor, and did not draw very well.
Yeah. All right.
If I was able to make these blocks and then next turn or bring this back with Den Protector, return both Death Mist to the battlefield. But yeah, I've got to be on the play really to have that happen.
Yeah, that's the thing is this matchup, it was like whenever this deck's on the play versus on the draw, it looks a lot different because all my 1 and 2 drops that I get to play, mainly it's Sir Gnarls Barkley, Sir Gnarled, whatever it is. That's just what we always called it. Crazy was a big song at this point, so but you being able to go 2-drop and then Dramoka's command it before I can untap, that was usually a huge detriment.
Yeah,
so,
either that kind of curve or just having 2-drop plus command as my turn 4 after going 2-drop into 3-drop. Like that's my ideal curve, which I did exactly once and won that game very easily against the worst draw you had the entire time.
That's basically how all the matches have gone, not only today, but through our Versus Live career.
Not lined up the draws in a way that is favorable.
What a fitting end to Versus Live. Ends with a sweep. Directors got to get in here and get you to do some battling. That's what life's all about, really.
Yeah, I'm going to say that one doesn't count on technicality.
Okay, that's fair. I don't care.
Had to sub people in.
If we're going to scrap one matchup from the records, we can do this one because I'm taking these marbles home. These are now my marbles. But yeah, that's going to bring us to the end of the show. The one thing I just wanted to say, y'all, is this show has been awesome. It's been... not even just a job. It's just been something that I've enjoyed doing. Fun to BS with all of y'all and play some Magic. And, there was times when we were playing the SCG Tour that this was just great testing as well. We got to really treat this as, the gamers that we are. We got to consider this work. We got to consider this a show and entertainment. We also just got to practice against, another great player, that got to consistently do some playing. So, yeah.
At least you did.
Yeah. Oh, harsh. That sounds like the way to go out.
I'll echo that sentiment. I just think back. I started playing Magic really from me. My brother taught me how to play when I was very young.
Sounds familiar to me.
Probably 7 or 8. About maybe 8 or 7 to 9, something of that age. He was in middle school and he's 4.5 years older than I am.
Okay. That's exactly how much older Brad is than me too. So that's ironic.
And when he stopped playing, so did I because I just played with him. And then I started playing myself in 8th grade. I was in a new school and I was making new friends and they all played Magic. And I was like, oh, I've played that before. And that's, when it started for me, which was September of 2001, right when Odyssey came out.
Okay.
So
that's right around when I started too.
Yeah.
Onslaught.
And I can I'm at that point I'm just playing at the cafeteria tables, at school with my 80 card unsleeved decks wrapped in a rubber band.
You were playing Yorion? Oh, yeah. No, I remember. I totally used. That was my first deck box too. That was my first deck box as well.
Yeah. So, and I remember the first time somebody told me that a Pro Tour existed, and people, and when people told me the articles were written, and I would read them when I was in high school on the computers there. And it was on Star City Games. I remember reading Star Wars Kid, Chris McDaniel's article after PTLA. That was 05.
I remember the first Worlds coverage I watched was 2003.
Nice.
Like, I've been that person who was just like, way, so much worse than the people I was watching.
Oh, yeah.
Looking in awe at them. And
still about the same now. But,
so for it to go from there at the beginning to where I am now, and having had the opportunity to do a show like this where I'm on the other side of it and I get to, bring that entertainment and education to all of you, has truly been a privilege and a pleasure. So thank you all for tuning in, for as much as you have. Hopefully, you can still enjoy the old shows that'll be, archived on the YouTube channel for at least a while.
Yeah.
And so it'll live on in perpetuity there. But both of us will still, very much be around in Magic. You're still going to be doing Commander versus with all of that crew. And I definitely have some plans that are starting to take shape. And they will be announced at a later date soon. Soon, yeah. Make sure to follow at Ross Hundreds, at Corey Baumeister, Hundreds, excuse me. There's only one D. Okay, at the end. Of course. Yeah, follow us both. We're going to be doing something else in the future eventually together. So you can't get away from me. I live here. So, Rob, do you have any parting words for our viewers? Yeah. Rob, Dan, you got anything? You're as much a part of the show as we are. Exactly, yeah.
It's been great. I remember coming in here for the very first show and not knowing what to expect, and just like kind of setting everything up and staring at Twitch chat and asking questions, and it's been a fun couple of years. Yeah. Amen. Dan, you got anything? Oh man, because you were a director just as much. I know it was like since COVID, Rob definitely took over. To keep it as small of a group, and we were lucky enough to be able to do this during COVID. Yeah. Kind of us three were already in a bubble, But you did a lot. I've been very grateful for all of this that has happened. Just seeing like all the awesome talent that has been in this room, not only just you two, but even just like... But especially us. Yeah, mostly. Right? Yeah. Mostly us. Brad, Todd, Tom Ross. Jerry Toms. Jerry. Yep. Just Brian Brundoon, Chris Van Meter, Michael Majors. It's fun to watch them play. It's fun to learn from all of them as well. I've been very grateful for that. I'm very grateful for all the friendship that has been built in this room. And I'm going to miss this immensely. Not between us, though. Yeah. There's a lot of friendship going in these directions. Yeah. We went very clearly away. But we're like the hosts of Mythbusters. When the cameras roll, we don't talk to each other. Exactly. Yeah. We're not going to hang out after this or anything. Absolutely not. Yeah. The Can Jam rivalry is also a big factor in that, right? I think it's just an every game rivalry. Me and Ross, you would think that outside of this, we're have a couple beers, we hang out, that the rivalry is less than we're actually playing a game each other. We're always playing games against each other in some way, whether it be pool, can jam, catchphrase, fist fights, plenty of things. So it's been great. Rob, how about you thank some subs one last time, and then we'll thank some sponsors. All right, we had a few today. Teddy Bag of Donuts for 5 months. That's a great name. Goblin King 22. Exarca for 31 months, and Ragnar Forge 24 months. So thank you to all of them and all of our other And you know what? We've done enough plugging. You know what, Rob? Let's hear your plugs for the outro here. Let's see. Rob's just gonna nail it, and we'll be like, okay, this is what we're supposed to be. How much do you remember? Let's see, Rob. Come on, you had to have absorbed our outro. Or not. All right. So first up, we got Coalesce Apparel. If you want to wear the cool shirts that Corey and Ross have, you can go to coalesceapparel.shop. Get yourself some cool shirts, hoodies, or stickers. And if you use the gift code SCG, you get 10% off of your next order. So make sure to check that out. Next up, if you want to sell your cards and get some cash, or perhaps store credit, you can always sell to Star City Games. You can use the buy list online. You can come into the store. You can set up an appointment, and if your collection's big enough, they'll come to you. Hey, I got that one right, didn't I, Ross? You even got the inflection right with Ross. That was nice. You get a 30% trade bonus when you get store credit, so just go to starcitygames.com/sell to check that out. And last but not least, our weekly sale. We have 15% off all Magic the Gathering lands. So according to my graphic here, there is the new Japanese Basics from Neon Dynasty. There's a Badlands, a Tolarian Academy, and one of the really bad blue-white lands I can't remember. You can also buy Roanoke, Virginia, 15% off. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man. Good thing Rob didn't do the outros before. The show would have ended earlier for us because he could have did it himself.
he now demonstrated he can play, he can do the ad. Like, I mean,
what were we even doing here?
I mean, that's why we kept it to just us from those other things, because we knew when Rob started, he'd be good enough to keep it all going. So, yeah.
Also, don't forget that sale ends Sunday night at 11:59 p.m.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, one last time, everybody, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate all the support over the years. So, for one last time, Director Rob, that's Ross Merriam. I'm Corey Baumeister saying bye.